difficulties. Oh, never mind.
There he is.
I just had to say something.
Yep. And as you said it, like it sounded like that, and then it came through, and now you sound great. You had to push it with your voice.
Way up there.
A riddle push.
A well push.
Literally.
Oh, these dice are the wrong color. I think I'll go black. That'll do.
All things.
That's my second 8. Everything I rolled today is an 8. Just you know.
I hope so.
Those are the 2 8s. That's how I'm going to start the day.
Everything.
I'm not going to bother picking up the dice. I'm just going to add the modifiers to the number 8.
I'm good with that. I'm pretty good with that.
I had a.
Now we take the stride. Go.
I wonder how that would play out. I had an interesting work week, but it's finally over, and now I am off until just after Christmas.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
Yep. That's the benefits of working D shifts or the end of the week overnights.
Hmm.
Like, oh, we're off Christmas Eve this year. Cool. We're probably gonna be off Christmas too, and I'm already off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so that's the whole week.
What happened?
When
Steve, Anthony, you guys just moving into the Amber Temple? Is that the plan?
Yeah. For the next 2 days.
Oh no, you're not wrong. I forgot about that. I'm hoping you're out by then, but I did start that clock for a reason.
Well, hey, we got out of the room. Well, some of us got out of the room.
Do you mean the room you're in? As I shared.
Yeah. I got
Well,
out of the room.
Stella and Zezerin are down below.
I got out
yeah,
of the
that's
room,
right.
got back in the room, got out of the room.
And then I just realized I have sight of Markovia, which is that I can see in the dark also, so I can go down there with them too.
Yes, you can.
Oh, I need
Or someone could, light. Not necessary, but good. So I guess I'll share both maps, and hopefully you guys can manage them, or I can jump back and forth as you need me to. Let's reposition these guys just a little bit.
oh. There's this one, and then my sword's over there. So what are we doing? Jumping down big holes? Is that our job now?
It's not that big.
Light a torch, throw it down the hole.
It's a little intimidating. There's already people down there. You might burn them. You probably won't.
It's Magnus. I really don't care.
Yeah, they're not. They're not even.
I'm avoiding Gabriel after he jumped. Other than that, no. Oh, shit! I forgot to change that. Change that.
I am ready when you guys are. I see 2 of you are down there.
Yep.
And
And
yeah.
Moss is somewhere else too, right?
That's the 2 that he's talking about, me and Vezerin.
Oh no, I see Stella and Zezerin down there. Where's Moss?
Moss is over to the right.
He's over in
one
the
of those
piles of
treasure-
bullshit.
Oh.
He ran off by himself.
Oh yeah,
again.
yeah. Moss is down. Yes, you're down there, but not in the same lower west hallway. You are in the treasure room,
Yes.
hiding from flame skulls and karma.
Mm,
What would
Yeah.
you speak of?
And Gabriel, I guess the camera's going to shine down on you because you were about to say that you were going to go down there or not go down there, but you were talking about light sources. So what are you up to?
Well, I am afraid down there because I have a -1 to my dexterity, and that's a 30-foot drop.
It is
Fuck that.
about 30 feet. About 30 feet up ish is a iron chest hanging upside down from the ceiling with it's opened and flapping. So you might be able to tie something to that maybe. Other than that, there isn't much really to hang on to here in the
Is that
hallway,
the
and then
ray
it's a
that just
straight
went through
drop
the-
down, of course. Sorry.
Isn't that the disintegration ray that blew the hole in the floor in the first place?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, just
Yeah.
pointing that out. All right, we're up to
It
that.
did. It fell
Yeah,
short of doing any damage to the lower level floor, but it did clean out this. It came out of the chest. The chest is fine because it's behind it. Pew!
You don't have to worry about so many skulls now.
Not as many. There's still some dangling around in the Lich's room, the Lich's lair that now has some skulls in it, and a few squatters.
Hey, I
I was-
resemble that remark.
You do. I was referring to the NPCs, but you're not wrong. So yeah, Gabriel, big hole in the floor. Magnus, big hole in the floor. Cesarin, you are down in the lower level, and you do see. I don't know if you're looking. Are you looking at the map where you're at?
Yeah.
There,
I told you they were lower.
along the western, no, sorry, eastern side of the wall, you do see these. On the map, they just look like little square or rectangle areas. They're actually statues of individuals. They're probably human, but other than that, they're wearing robes, and that's all you get. These were the wizard. These are statues of the wizards that were watching this. The first generation of wizards that were watching the Ember Temple. They're long since gone. This is just in some kind of reverence for them before this all failed. On the other side of you, there's a couple of doors. There is a hallway heading out where you can even hear the flame skulls just kind of launching fire bolts at random to what might be Moss.
All right.
Moss, they're not even coming in the room. They're just out there,
Hmm.
like just laying down suppressive fire in case you get brave. And then of course there's a room in front of you to the north of you with the chamber door open. And honestly, this is the game tempting you to go in there. I don't want you to go in there anymore. Not get the fuck off. I mean, go ahead, do what you want.
Well, naturally, he's gonna go in there.
Damn it! I mean, help
What
yourself.
happened was,
Well, first I'm gonna go to the door, and then I'm gonna peek my head in and see what I see.
The floor itself is more of a black onyx than it is the rest. The one you're standing on currently is marble, but the floor changes colors as you look in. The sarcophaguses look like pure amber rocks, and then the rest of the room is all that polished amber stone that you're used to seeing that reflects off light and etc. But the funny thing is, in front of you, directly in front of you, one of the rocks that was there is all cracked and shattered. You instantly deduce that something that was in there once upon a time has escaped.
What?
All right. So I, at this moment, will start the ritual for detect magic.
Okay, that's 10 minutes there. Stella is going to pace. Just putting it out there. She's just pacing. She's not quite ticked off yet because she's still in her human form. What's heading on upstairs?
So I'm trying to brainstorm with Magnus how we can get down this hole without me just falling. Do you have a rope?
I do.
Maybe we can tie it to
I'll
something.
catch you.
tie it to the top of the chest that's up there.
Oh, the werewolf will catch you, and I push him.
Gabriel,
Yeah.
in the seconds before Magnus pushes you, and you hear her say she'll catch you. Do you welcome this? Do you play into it? Do you resist?
I'm going to resist being pushed in the giant hole.
Yeah, I thought you might.
And
This is.
I'm going to play it off like he must have been kidding.
This is.
Good one, buddy.
If you're not kidding, this is athletics versus athletics or acrobatics.
Are you trying to force me in, or were you just giving me a nudge?
He just rolled a 12, so obviously it's a nudge. But he let the dice decide.
Really, you're trying to push me in.
Good luck, Gabriel.
I'm gonna use an inspiration. No.
Said acrobatics or athletics.
Yes.
I'm going to go with athletics,
Thought you
where I
might.
get no bonus, as opposed to acrobatics, which I get a -1.
If it's a tie, I'm just saying. If it's not a tie.
No,
Okay.
no.
Gabriel, before you you've fallen.
Yeah.
Yep, roll my damage.
It's
Thanks,
not damage
buddy.
yet. It's not damage yet. Stella was gonna catch you, and she said she was gonna catch you, so she has advantage on her athletics check to catch you. And that would make
Oh,
it
Stella, go.
a 12. She's got you.
See, that's
Well-
a push to catch.
It wasn't that hard of a check. It was in the medium area. She grabs you. She goes down a bit, and then you're fine. She took the damage, but she doesn't take that damage. So she's immune to bludgeoning damage that isn't magical. So unless you're magical,
I am.
I know you are. You're not. That's not what. That's not that. You know what I mean. Yeah. Even though she has to go down to a knee when she puts you down and then she gets right back up, she's fine.
I thank Stella, and then I look in a very mean, angry way towards the ceiling. Then I get over it and walk out.
I imagine you're still cradled in her arms while this is happening, like a small child.
All right, can you move me down to the lower map?
Yeah, it just did. And just
Okay.
and that is that is around when you see what Zezarin's up to. But she's obviously in the middle of the detect magic ritual. But what is beyond that door?
All right. At this point, I'm going to try and lasso the thing so I can take a rope down.
Okay.
Oh, you get the benefits of a rope.
I don't think she can catch me as easily.
You could fall on her.
Right, which would be horrible.
It would be mean, but yeah. So yeah, you can
I
go
get
ahead.
out of the way of the hole.
If you take your time, you can do that. Roll a couple dex, acrobatics, or range attacks if you prefer. You're not under any real pressure unless you're in a hurry. First try.
Yep.
Your rope is secure around the opening of the chest, but that's, I mean, we're talking 50 feet total. Your rope's going to be about 8 feet shy of the floor, but that shouldn't be a problem. You don't weigh enough to make that a problem either, so there's now a rope dangling in the middle of the hallway on the lower floor.
Oh, there goes that rope. Bye.
You can get it later. I'm sure you could. What could go wrong?
Uh-huh. Yep, I really don't give a fuck about that rope. I'm more worried about it resetting and the next guy's walking in and Ravenborn going, why is there a rope around that chest?
And just after Casimir uses the rope, okay. Moss, what do I need to know?
You said there's suppressive fire at my doorway right now?
Well, it's all in the main hallway. So this whole area, they're floating around it. Do you have the door open? If the door's closed, you just hear the
Could I
suppressive
say
fire.
that this one is open and
Yes,
the left one is closed?
Yes, you can definitely say one of the doors is open. That's fine.
Alright, so if I were to sneakily peek around, what do I see?
3 magic missiles.
Aiming at my face?
Yeah, they just hit you. Take 7 points of force damage.
Way to put your face in the way.
Well, that's not fun.
I think it's fun.
I think you should always lead with your head. It's self-fulfilling prophecy.
The DM casts karma.
The other flame skulls, now aware of the movement, are heading in that direction.
I'm gonna close the door.
That's a great idea. Okay, now that the door is closed, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna go jump down the hole. So I'm gonna however long it's gonna take. I'm gonna
Life
walk
choices?
around.
Oh,
And,
I see your point. So you're gonna walk around and all the way up and back and okay, that's fine.
yeah. So
I think you should.
they can do whatever they do in that time.
Okay, it takes a while. Do you want to interact with the Arcanoloth along the way, or is that just not doesn't matter? There's books.
Nah,
There's
just
the Arcanoloth. Okay, yeah. She doesn't bother you if
join
you
the
don't bother
party.
her. Okay. And then at the end of the detect magic ritual, Moss finds his way to the rest of the party. Zezerin, detect magic is up. Gabriel and Magnus, is there anything in like 4 minutes you want to do in this hallway before detect magic comes up?
Before he finishes the ritual, I'm going to cast detect magic using my eldritch eyes and go look first.
Okay.
I'm gonna give a hard Viscani stare down the hallway in search of the sword. The best. That's my main purpose right now, because I'm down this hallway. Is how to get back to where the sword is.
You were given the location of the sword already
Yep,
once.
I got it circled over there. I'm just trying to figure out how do I get from here to there.
Oh, well,
If
you
that's
can
the only way.
you
No, I
can work
cannot.
on that and give me an idea what you think, or you can make a intelligence check. Maybe your character can use the dice to try to put it together as well.
It's not on this floor, correct? So I got to
Correct.
come down. Right.
Well, wait for us, Magnus. I want to see what this little guy's about to touch again. I'm trying to jump in front of his ritual, so if it's something we don't want him to touch, we can prevent it.
A weapon that might be able to kill him? No, what? I mean, I like the weapon that would actually be able to do something for us.
Well, wait for it. There might be something guarding it. Remember, it's being guarded by Amber Guardians. We already faced one of those, and it almost killed people.
So without moving, even during the conversation, you can make a intelligence investigation check, and we can see if your character figures out, a little bit of information. And then you can continue to move or not. 8. That's not very high, but it's high enough to say that it's above you on this side of the Amber Temple somewhere. But that's all you get. Like, you don't get any specifics out of that. It should be above you, over in that, covered in that direction, is what was given to you before. If
So
that helps.
I'm gonna share the fact that basically there's a doorway
There.
slightly to the like I don't know. I explained that there's a doorway that's right here above all the crumbled stuff that fell, because
Okay.
I saw that when I was in that room.
Okay, I'm on board with that. And you guys, of course, can look at the map to it's right there. Gabriel,
So,
what's going on?
yeah. All set. Oh, thank you.
Oh, you got people working on things?
We have breakfast delivery.
Oh, much better. Much better. This room has amber glazed walls and a floor of purplish black marble. I like just black marble, but we'll add some purple. Fine, Chris. Whatever. I argue with Chris Perkins sometimes. 2 amber sarcophagus stand in the alcove to the west and the east, and the third is all broken to shit. Clustered in the middle of the room are 4 lonesome, hunched creatures. Each one has a single large, baleful eye staring at you.
Do I recognize what these creatures are?
You can make a Arcana check with advantage. I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to get that, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Each one.
Here. Those don't look friendly.
Steve, you have a turn, and then we're going to roll initiative.
What's that?
You have a turn, and then we're going to roll initiative. I showed you an image of what they look like. Is that correct? Did you get him?
Okay. All right. So with my turn, I kicked the kid out of his ritual because there's monsters, and I yelled to my party, "Monsters!"
Okay.
It's a pretty vague. I mean,
There's how many?
It's hard enough though.
that kid's a monster.
That's funny shit right there.
So they're in this room?
Yes.
Oh, I've closed the door.
You're gonna need to make your turn involves moving Zezerin a bit and closing the door. I need a strength check. That's a big like solid stone amber door right there. Actually, looking at it quickly, you're like, my strength check's not gonna do that, but you're welcome to try.
Nope. I'm
What
not
are you
even gonna bother them. Could you put them in the room where I
I
could
can. I
see
just
them?
didn't want to share them with everybody else quite yet, but I got you.
Oh, okay.
Here you go.
Sorry.
You see them right here.
All right. Actually, I'm gonna cast then Sanctuary on myself and stand in the doorway.
Copy that.
And I yell to my party, "Come on, guys! Monsters! Help!"
It's real, Chucky.
Maybe a good fight will bring the group back together. I guess now it's initiative.
Yes, please.
I shall finish. Who's got initiative? I got initiative.
Are we all set on initiative? Yes.
Stella might need it. I don't know.
Stella's in.
Alright.
Magnus. You hear Gabriel yell the monsters call, which is a little vague compared to his usual call, but it was enough to spring you into action. And
What do I got to do to get to Gabriel?
I'm sorry.
Can I get by Gabriel?
Yeah, you can move through ally squares. That's fine.
Okay.
With this party, maybe we should ask if we're allies before we walk past them. I'm not sure.
Wow, he is not wrong, kid.
Whoa. Okay.
Hang on, no, that's not what I want to do.
Okay.
I'm
gonna start. These were kind of in decoration spots. I'm gonna actually get them into squares if you're getting
All
this
right.
close. There we go.
So I'm gonna run at this guy first.
You realize that they are mumbling some kind of a language. That's not just random growls. It's getting this close. You get that. Further away, it's just growls. But Magnus, you realize there's a language involved there.
Oh, it's a language. What do I speak? I don't speak anything.
You don't recognize it. You just know it is a language.
Different language first. Oh my. So disadvantage or advantage. Which one? This. Oh, it's true. When you use lightning lure, is it the pull that's a straight line towards you, or is it the lightning itself?
My quick answer is yes. Both of them are. Usually the attack goes out, and then you pull that back in, and at that point it can be straight. It could get a little crooked and flashy as long as we don't, with the aesthetics in, as long as the
Kind of like
flavor
a
text doesn't go
forceps
against the
almost.
rules.
All right. So as a cantrip, I'm going to fire off lightning lure. And it's a strength check.
Yep, strength saving throw for lightning.
And all of those targets are within 10 feet? No, they're not. I'm sorry. I didn't go to full distance. That's right.
The target must succeed on the saving throw.
Right.
Yeah. This isn't a area of effect. This is one.
Range is 15 feet.
Yep. Is there confusion there?
Is it just a single target pull?
Yeah. Range
Okay.
is 15 feet, one target. That target must make a strength saving throw.
All right. I'm gonna pull. I think I'm overthinking it. I bet.
I need to give you guys like a warm up every week. Like,
You're not wrong. I understand.
some of us play 3 or 4 characters a week, so I get it. Are you just attacking with your weapon?
Yeah, I'm just attacking with my weapon because I can get
Okay.
two attacks that way. And
Yep. As the heat and the energy of your weapon begins to light up the chamber, this thing actually tries to just slightly get out of the way, but with no effect at all. It almost walks into you. Yeah.
All right, and as a bonus action, you know this talk. I'm charging the reach. Oh, it didn't. Oh, I see. Okay.
Bonus action was what?
Shield charge.
Oh, shield bash, right? Oh, the one you were attacking?
Yep.
All right, it does not have any kind of athletics anytime, so we're just gonna make a check there. That is a 13. You knock him prone on his butt, or you push him back a little bit. Which one was it? Do you knock him prone?
I knock him prone.
Yep. And he falls to the ground after you bonk, and it just knocks to the ground. And that is you. Stella loves the fact that she heard something about combat. 15, 20, 25, but she only has a speed of 30. That's not true.
Does the werewolf find it racist that my armor is wolf?
She's not werewolf enough to take offense to that.
Yeah.
She's been werewolf for like what? How long?
For a week?
Some days.
I don't know. How long was it before since we killed her mom?
Since we killed her mom. She
Oh,
didn't
shit.
take offense to that either, by the way. 5, 10, 15, 20.
He told me to do it.
I did. And I would tell
Gabriel,
to
you see like up close as Stella's transformation happens. Like she jumps in front of you as a woman or a girl. I think she's in her late teens and jumps
He's
past.
got
And as she lands on the other side, she's a wolf. Like,
Nice.
And then we've got our claw. And that thing's prone, so beat the crap out of that. And we have another claw, because she knows better than to bite crazy creatures.
I see. This is more like Star Wars.
Cesarin, you're just finishing up the detect magic ritual as all this triggers, so that will be active at the start of your turn. And as you look at these things, you definitely see magic coming off them. More, it's a necrotic energy around them, At this point, it was like imagine like Saturn's rings are just flipping back and forth. That's what the necrotic energy is doing to these whatever they used to be, and keeping them in this form that they're in now. And there's a lot. Most of that energy begins to just go in through. Like when you're, I don't know if I'm explaining this well. You look at the Weave of Magic, and it's not something everyone else can see. You see the way the magic is moving around these creatures, and the epicenter of this change is in its eye. It keeps wrapping back into its eye over and over again. And that eyeball is now staring at you. And so is that one, and so is that one, and so is that one. As a matter of fact, they all seem to recognize that detect magic is on them as they all look at you when you focus in on them.
So I say to Gabriel, I think you need to take one more step in. I can't quite make out what's going on here. And I'll end my turn, readying an action.
What's your ready to action specifically?
Throw something over me.
I can't quite tell what's going on in there.
What? Can't tell what. Wow.
What is your ready to action specifically?
I will type it to you.
Copy that. And now the bad guys whose name I will not say are going to start to go. And we're gonna need Steve. Can you make a charisma deception check, please?
Charisma deception?
Current DC 16. Because I don't hide the numbers from you guys, which is fine. You guys don't need that. Nice.
21.
Cool. And do it again.
How can I message this to you directly?
Ooh, good
I have to
question.
do it again?
Yes, please.
You should put the thing up there, Chris, where it's just easier to click.
I'd have to set up
Oh.
another Fantasy Grounds to do that. Oh, we'll talk about that.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, I have to like log in as a client and create that. I can do that. It'll take a minute. Or you can, let me see, it's /WGM and then the message. And just to do that without any spaces. Well, there's a space between GM and whatever message you write. I should get it.
Just the W / not the ellipsis.
Not the 3 dots.
Oh.
Whatever. I don't know if that was ellipsis. Shh, that's not cool. You do better. Shut up.
And then that should just do the thing.
Cool. You might want to type a test to me first.
What the hell just happened?
Oh, did you get the whole list of what you can do?
Yeah.
Well, messaging me is on that list, along with everything else. Steve.
Yep.
The Nothic, you now know it's a Nothic, and information about Nothics is coming to you. The one back here, so Nothic 27, looks up at you. Yeah, I got that, Desiree.
Okay.
It looks up at you, and its hands start to move, and everybody else is going to hear its language, but you recognize what it says as Markovia.
What does it say?
Markovia.
Oh.
And for just a second, there's a connection. It's weird. You're not sure what it meant. You can reflect on it right now if you want, but, you know, death is right there, so you might not want to.
Well, am I aware of weird insight as Gabriel?
Oh, you're aware of it. Gabriel can make an Arcana check to know what these creatures are, and then, yes, you can be aware of weird insight. I'm like, did I put that out there? Did I type that somewhere?
No, I've fought these guys before in other games.
I
And
figured
I've used them as a DM before,
Yeah,
so.
no problem.
But you didn't tell me any of that when you showed me the picture, so I didn't know if I was aware or not.
I've known Gabriel since level 1. I don't think he's bumped into these
Yeah.
quite yet. 13, yeah, you might have learned. You might have heard about him. You can play your own. You can use your own knowledge. That's fine.
Okay. So I now know that he knows the secret about me.
Oh.
Yep, he knows a secret about you. It's a weird insight that might not matter ever.
Right.
Or I might play into it. I mean,
Okay.
I don't know. What's happened so far? Boom boom / no kaboom though. Moss, what are you doing?
I'm going to move into a position where I can hopefully see the back wall of that room. Is that a spot where I can see that, you think?
Yes.
Alright, and then I'm going to cast a 20-foot radius cylinder starting in the back of that room for an ice storm.
Okay.
Switch forward.
Did you notice the bag?
We did. I didn't know it was that bad though.
Yeah, it was leaking through.
You okay, Moss?
Yep.
Ah. Failure. Nothing. Oh, only the bad guys. How interesting.
I mean, I said I was casting it on the back of the room.
True. Roll damage. I was just being a jerk.
I mean, basically any point in the back of the room is going to be the same. I can roll it right in the chat, right?
Yep.
And then I'm going to right over there, and then my turn. And then that whole area is difficult terrain until my next turn. So that's half movement speed.
Okay. What kind of damage was that?
Bludgeoning and cold.
So you see one of the Nothics just die from that. It's the one that was on the ground that Stella was clawing into, and of course Magnus dropped in the first place. And that, you said cold and what? I'm sorry.
Bludgeoning.
Oh, bludgeoning.
It was
then
bludgeoning
you see,
and then magic cold.
and then you start to see the other bits and pieces of the one broken sarcophagus smacking into the Nothic near it. There's other things going on there. But there's... Where were you when you cast the spell? You've moved since, so I don't know.
I believe I was right here.
You notice that this sarcophagus also took damage, and bits and pieces are starting to chip off. You think you've done an amount of damage that hasn't completely taken out its structural integrity yet, but I wouldn't do that a few more times, you know? There might be something
Well,
in
it's
here we
level
don't want to
4
let
spell
out.
slot, so
Hello?
we're not going to do that anymore.
Yeah, might not want to blow up the prisons of the evil dark powers. That you might want to chill on that.
Or
little
do
bit.
we?
I don't know, it's up to you, really.
I mean, is that what these guys possibly were trying to do? Is that what they were doing in here?
You could take some time and stand there, look in the room, you know, investigate if you want, or you can move like you did earlier and get out of the way. You could go ahead and just stick your head in there a little while. And I was curious.
Ponder on that later.
All right, yeah, just wondering. Absolutely, take your time, no problem. Gabriel,
Yep.
you saw that too. The cold and bludgeoning damage did a number on the from your perception where you are. You can see that the cold and bludgeoning damage from that spell did a number on these two sarcophaguses. One of them's chipped off pretty good, and the little whatever inside it, that mystic energy went towards that damage like it was, you know, just boom, boom.
Meow.
Oh boy. I announced to the party, be careful about hurting that sarcophagus. And then I cast Bless on myself, on Magnus, and on Stella.
Whoa. Hey, Stella.
Wait, did I accidentally put that on Zezerin?
No, that's not.
Wouldn't want to bless Zezerin. Bless you!
Yeah, how
Okay.
come I didn't put myself to Bless?
I don't know.
That's right. Stopping you. from
Morning!
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah, I accidentally gave it to Vezerin. If you could take that off.
I did. I took it off. Do you got it on you? You do now. Okay.
Yes.
The Nothic that you had a connection with when you yelled, "Be careful not to break the sarcophaguses," looks at one of the sarcophaguses like this.
And then I guess because Vezerin asked, though I don't understand why, because clearly Moss could attack into the room.
I didn't say I couldn't attack.
I have a feeling he's going to push me in and shut the door, but I'm going to take a step forward. Is it still possible to stand in the doorway to block it or anything from getting out, though?
If you choose to stand in the doorway, let me know. If you go in the room completely and clear the doorway, that's fine too.
I'm clearing the doorway, but I'm wondering if there's still a way to keep anyone from getting past me.
Well, once we start looking at the 5-foot squares, I mean, we know how the game plays mathematically. This square is now available if someone can get there, but all the parity is in the way. If they got there and they moved past, they would be provoking attack of opportunity, but you're not blocking the door completely unless you choose to. If you're choosing to block the door, you're also, like, you know, standing in the door jam, you know?
Uh-huh. Which is what I want to do. So I'm going to...
Okay.
I can say, Vezerin, you can move around me. And I stay in the doorway.
Okay.
I don't want these guys getting out.
Yeah, but don't we have a plan of using dodge actions and whatnot?
Oh, is it still your turn?
No, I'm done.
Okay.
I don't know what
What
you
do we got here? We have some firebolt,
Um,
and there's
Yeah.
all sorts of shit in the way.
You'll be able to throw stuff over the top of me right now.
I'm gonna go with -2 on firebolt.
I'm going to shut the
from-
door. Because that's really what I felt like you were going to do.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Why would you do that?
And pew. While you guys are having your moment, firebolt goes over you. Pew. Comes from
Yeah,
Casimir.
now I'm feeling even more confident in my decision. That little devil lied to me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I was stepping in until Moss was able to cast over me, and then I got curious as to why Vezerin would all of a sudden not be able to see into the room. Huh. All right, then. Let's go do this shit.
All right. This where is he? Hey, when I click, I want things to work.
Oh,
He looks right at you. That's a lot. That was a
I
fun day.
saw it. Is that what you said?
That's a lot. That was a fun day.
I do it every time the monster shows up. Sorry.
This one looks at you, and then there's this blackish energy around its eyes, and it actually looks like its eye is aging and getting close to getting like smaller. And you have to make a Constitution saving throw. So let's see what happens. You're fine. You look at it, and it looks cool. Zezerin and Gabriel, you guys, Zezerin first, you saw some black necrotic energy coming out of that eye and heading right into Magnus, and then it just kind of gets to him and is wiped off. Like it doesn't even he doesn't see any of that, but you see it. The necrotic energy gets to him and just is gone. Gabriel, you see it going because there's this lightish, yellowish energy that actually swipes over Magnus and pushes it out of the way.
Okay. I announced to the party they shoot necrotic energy from their eye. It's very, very powerful.
Oh,
Thank
that's-
God Magnus is more powerful.
That's
And then the other one looks at you, Gabriel. Nope, Stella, my bad. Oh, I clicked on Stella instead. You're welcome, Gabriel. I think she saved? What is... That's a 2. That's a failure. Okay, I'm just reading it stupid. Alright, so Stella gets hit by that, and... Oh, she's gonna feel that. As you continue to say that, you get to witness it happen. Necrotic energy begins to wrap around Stella, and some of her hair turns a different color as she goes, "Arr!" And now we've started to hear a little bit of damage. So let's go investigate that, Flame Skull 22.
That's what I knew was going to happen next.
Okay, it's done. Magnus. Zezerin and Moss, you see this Flame Skull coming around the corner. Your passive perception's high enough, you don't even need to roll. Casimir has no idea. And Magnus, it's your turn. Ha
They're gonna take Thunder Wave. I throw the save on them.
Those two?
Right. Yep.
Yep, go ahead. That's a failure. That's a failure.
Nice.
I like it.
Because you didn't do them both exactly the same time, when you roll the damage, it might not automatically apply to both, but I'll catch it and apply it to the one that it doesn't. I think it's only going to apply it to the second one, because it lost track of what happened with the first one.
I got you.
No, they both took it. Didn't they? No, I don't know. Nope. Undefined effect creature 10 took it. Where's the other one? 10 and 27 did not take it. That's 10 points damage to 27. And that brings him to... And they're not really unidentified anymore. Okay. So the Thunder Waves hit. What would you like them to end up?
I'm gonna end up at that guy with a shield charge.
Do you want them to be pushed back by the Thunder Wave before you move forward?
Yep. Yes, yes.
Bam. Bam. Okay. Moss, what's up with this purple circle again? What's Magnus running into?
It's just difficult terrain.
Okay, he hasn't moved much, so you're at half movement, but that shouldn't be an issue for you. There's not a lot of room there.
Fuck yeah.
What did
You're
you,
ice skating across it like Gretzky.
I'm like, what did you just get excited about? Strahd. He doesn't... Behind the curtain, Strahd doesn't know where you guys are right now. He hasn't seen you guys in a minute. Where'd you look? Where's Magnus going?
Magnus hit this guy with an athletics 20.
Do you have to, oh, that one? Excuse me?
Yep. I'm sorry.
I expected you to run up. I completely forgot he was there. Well, he's not going to make that. His strength athletics is an 11. He's knocked prone. You knock him to the ground. Boom. Then you knock him into that amber sarcophagus in front of you, and even though you're pretty sure this didn't do any damage, you still see a little bit of that amber stone climp off onto its head from the damage that was done to it earlier. Because I can be descriptive and dramatic sometimes. Let's move on. Is your turn over?
That's me, yeah.
Stella is going to go eat him. She's going to lay into the one right there. She does give you an appreciative look as she just rakes into the ones that you keep knocking down. Like this is the new norm for her. She isn't able to finish him off, though. Zezarin, you're up.
Alright, so I'm going to whip out the wand. I'm going to shoot a firebolt at 27 there. That didn't do anything.
That's it. I'm gonna become the Wolf Knight. I'm gonna get me a group of fucking goddamn. I bought in. Druid. I want a pack of werewolves. Just keep knocking shit down and let the pack take care of them.
And that's me.
At this point, our heroes are making enough noise.
Yeah, no, we might make it a little nice. I didn't know it was a stealth mission. He screamed monster.
Moss, You do see the flame skulls coming around the corner, no problem, because there's reflections coming off of that wall. However, even though you've heard all of the magical noise in the breached vault room, you don't really know what's going on in there because you're not looking in there right now. What do you do?
Trying to see if I have anything that has the range to get those skulls. No. Those are 60 feet away? They're 65 feet away, so if I move a little bit closer, I can hit them. I'm gonna go there, and then target Flame Skull 22 with a Frostbite.
Okay. Hey there.
And I'm gonna go right back to my spot.
Boom. Ooh, Frostbite. Now you gotta take a quick look at Frostbite. Because you hit. Boop. Oh, look at that. Oink. Okay.
All right. I'm
Gabriel,
going to-
you saw a weak bit of cold come from Moss in the other direction, and then he snuck back into his corner.
Okay.
Meh.
Step to here, and I'm going to cast Aid on myself, Magnus, and Stella, giving each of us an additional 5 hit points for the next 8 hours.
Okay.
So that increases both our maximum hit points and it giving us this little temporary thing.
Yep. You're
All
just
right.
throwing temps on there for now, but I know what they mean.
Okay,
Okay, that
great.
works.
And let's double check. All right. And I think that's my turn.
Casimir sees the frostbolt heading in the other direction, and I don't know. He's got an intelligence of 17. Yeah, he's gonna yell, "Oh shit!" and stand just a little bit off to the side. Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of his repertoire, but he's gonna cast Mage Armor, maybe. I think things are not going his way right now. But he's gonna cast Mage Armor. And he moves his hands as if he's prepared for something. And yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Good luck. Good luck, little buddy. Okay, Nothic 14. Where are you? Oh, he's still alive. He's on the ground. Get up. And he can claw at this Magnus guy. There's a surprise. And he can claw at this werewolf girl. Oh my, oh wow.
Ooh.
Take that, werewolf girl.
Hey, whoa,
Oh, my bad,
Time
my
out.
bad, my bad. I saw
Time
that.
out.
I'm sorry.
This hardly ever happens. These people don't really stay next to me. I have the sentinel, right?
Doesn't that only stop people from moving?
No. Oh.
I think you can attack back because it didn't attack him.
Yep.
Yes, you get a free attack on him because he attacked Stella.
Nice.
Rawr, rawr, and he's really sorry.
He's really sorry.
Especially since it didn't even do any damage to
No,
her.
as soon as it hit her, it just rake and then heal. She's missing a few pieces of fur. Like, she's immune to that damage. But he's still sorry because he overextended in front of Magnus and
Died.
probably. I'm waiting to see the result. There it is. 19 is definitely a hit.
Just sick. A +4 helped.
And yeah, he. Oh my God, he's alive. I'm gonna call that alive. All right, that's his turn. 10. He can't run. It's the only thing that would make sense. Make a saving throw. Gabriel. Success. Meanwhile, Flame Skull land. Flame Skull comes into the room. You see anyone with... Are any of the Detect Magic guys watching? Yeah, Zezran's kind of watching it. I don't know what direction Zezran's looking, but he'll see it. There's some evocation energy charging up in this little skull, more than it should be able to take in, and it launches out a fireball. But Casimir counters it.
I will counterspell.
You can counter if you want. Casimir will let you.
Should I roll anything for that?
No, it's a level 3 spell. Just mark off the spell slot.
Alright.
And then when it's countered, it finishes its movement. Magnus.
My name is Magnus. I'll be chopping you up for this. Here.
A 19, a natural 19 hits, yeah. Goodbye, Nothic. I'll miss you. Crunch. And at this moment, you realize Stella is watching your shield intently.
And
Werewolf anticipation. I'm just, if you're into that kind of thing, there it is.
23.
Against a 20, but not 23. Prone. But that one was a little tougher.
Yeah.
It went down hard. Still went down.
You're still there.
It still went down. And if that is the end of your turn, she rakes into him. Then stands up kind of straight and gives herself a little doggy shake.
Feel free to lock us in that room now.
Ah, flame skulls. If only I had the book of Xanthar.
The whole
The door closes.
door closes.
Unknowingly, Zezerin just said the word Xanthir within 5 feet of that door, and that is what causes the door to just. It is now dark in this room.
I have Saint's Sight. Does that help?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Yep. Anyone with dark vision can see just fine.
Light a torch. Throw it on the floor.
Alright, and then
Who doesn't love that movie?
And then I will cast Chill Touch on the flame skull that I can see.
Okay.
And that's a miss. That's me.
Flame Skull 4 comes around the corner, charges up. Caspier counters this one.
Huh?
Flame Skull 4 goes for the fireball, so the other Flame Skull went to fireball and Casimir countered it. I didn't want to go through the same graphics because I just went through them, but oh, I didn't mean to move Casimir. And he turns around. What the hell happened to the door?
I don't know.
Beep 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 beep. And here comes the fireball. Nobody can counter. unless Moss has a counterspell.
I can counter it.
You already used your reaction this turn.
It's a new round.
It's a new round. You had another turn. Be my guest.
I counter it.
You counter it. There's no roll. Oh, I don't know what that was.
Oh,
Did you just throw nothing, Moss?
What?
What a waste of a
Oh, no,
natural
I'm-
20.
Oh,
Why
That
would
wasn't even when I was.
you
That
broke
was a
my
waste of
heart.
that 20 when I was doing stuff in my sheet.
What a waste. That hurts. Oh well.
Womp
Ice
womp.
Knife, you've been betrayed. Okay. So the flame cells all walk in, each one of them tries to cast fireball, and they're all countered. As it should be. Moss, it's your turn.
Alright, so question. What should
Yes.
be when you're in like the edit spell thing, if I'm under Ice Knife, it's a range attack. Because I noticed Vezran had like a +9. What is the modifier? So should we type, ranged, base?
I feel like every time you go to cast Ice Knife, things go wrong.
Because it was set to group attack. I don't know if that was correct. Group attack plus.
You attack with wisdom. So ability, wisdom, proficiency. You're good.
Oh, that added like 4 to my Ice Knife. That's awesome. I just wish those skulls got within 5 of each other.
Did you just say the word wish? Just checking. Did you say the word wish?
I did.
Oh, did Moss say the word wish? I'm
I
just being a
guess.
jerk. Don't worry about it. Just being a jerk. Go ahead, your turn.
I'm really hoping I didn't waste a free wish I didn't know I had on that.
Sorry.
I wish I had some grapes right now, you know?
Right.
I wish
yeah.
I was a T-Rex.
I wish I was a little bit taller.
I wish I was taller. Girl, if I did, I
I'll throw
would.
an Ice Knife at one of them.
have it in a hat, I would call it. In a 6 ball.
still hit.
Oh,
What was that?
That was for
Oh.
the cold damage.
That's not cold damage.
For the
I
Ice
don't know what
Knife,
that
it
is. Those 2d20s. That's damage.
Well, that was the saving throw for the cold damage part. Because
Oh.
there's the ranged piercing damage part, and then there's the cold damage that's the secondary
I'm just
attack.
taking your word for it at this point. You did some damage. You pull back.
It says on hit takes 1d10 piercing, hit or miss, the shard explodes, and then the target and each creature within 5 feet makes the saving throw or takes 2d6 cold. That was what the
You
saving
pull
throw
back. Zezran notices you pull in a little more evocation magic than usual. Things start to get cold around you. Absorb the heat. You throw the ice knife, and you do a whole 3 points of damage to the floating skull that you've already destroyed once. I need you to step up. I mean, I love you. Are you done?
Yep.
Gabriel, the
Am I
door
aware
closes.
Am I aware that it closed when Zezran spoke the command word?
That is really up to you guys. I thought that was some cartoon obvious right there, but that
This
is
is the first time that they would have seen me do this.
yeah. They didn't. They might not have known that that was the command word. You make it if you guys want to leave it up to the dice. Zezran
Yeah.
can make a deception check, and Gabriel can make an insight check.
Okay.
But you don't have to leave player interactions up to the dice. That's a choice you guys make at your game. That's a 21. That's a 12.
Okay. And then I turn around and try to open the door.
Okay. How would you like to do that, Gabriel?
Is there a handle?
No, it's a big stone slab, and it's closed.
Okay. In that case, I look at Magnus and I say, I think we're locked in here.
okay.
Which feels again like karma, as you have 3 flame skulls and your tanks are all locked behind a door that you shut.
I just wanted the book. Like that's what I said is if only I had this book right now.
Then I believe you. And I say to Magnus, the door just shut on its own. I don't know what's happening here. Do you have any idea?
Oh, that you can make an Arcana check on. You got detect magic going and all sorts of shit.
Okay.
You
18?
you realize a spell like there's magic items and they have command words. You realize a command word has been spoken.
Okay.
And you saw the energy around the magic and the door closing. None of that was. And you actually, even though you had your insight check versus the insight versus deception, you look at Zezerin and you realize he's got detect magic up. So you both have a connection there for just a second. You think he accidentally closed the door, but you also know that Zezerin knows that he accidentally closed the door. He's aware of it. You're not sure how he closed the door.
Okay. I share that with Magnus.
You
So-
believe that Zezerin accidentally closed the door.
Okay. And so I say there must have been a command word said by accident that closed the door on us. And I'm pretty sure it was Zezerin that said it by accident. Maybe he'll
No.
know how to open it.
It's the combined detect magic that puts me there, Tony. Sorry if that goofs up your plans.
And so I just say he'll probably figure out how to undo it. Maybe we should just sit tight.
Sure, he'll try. Of course.
I'm sure our friends will get us out of here soon. Knowing there's nothing dangerous in that hallway, we should be fine.
Speaking of
There's no
dangerous,
one
there's these
down
two
frame.
amber sarcophagus in this room.
Yeah.
Floating, 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 bong, bong, like some kind of a fish going up to the glass of the fish tank. Just one of those fish tanks is damaged. Magnus, a 54. I can't wait to find out what that was for.
Right?
Gabriel, is there anything I need?
There was a 50-50 shot favoring low end to just barge through the thing, and I listened to Gabriel. I'm chill.
So, anything I need to know about your turn that plays into your actions or your movement, or should I move on with the initiative?
I can still hear D&D right now.
We're at the door.
Magnus and Stella's got some injuries. I'm gonna heal kit Stella.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
no,
fine.
I already
I have-
did stuff.
I have her marked off as done already. I don't think you've taken a long rest since. So yeah, I'm afraid we can't do that.
Oh, okay. I didn't see. Oh, she does. Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Like
she's got
next to Crystal? All the kids are doing it.
All right. So I'll move back behind my friends here.
And you spend enough time looking at the statues in the hallway to know that there were wizards here once upon a time, and you know how a Nothic is made. So you're like putting 2 to 2 together. These were probably wizards once upon a day that protected this temple before they were corrupted and turned into that.
Yeah, I'll share that with my party as well.
You're pretty sure this is at this moment you get the idea that this is the direction Moss is heading in, right here, this one, or maybe this one.
I also shared that since there's not around to hear us.
They look troubled in a similar fashion.
Okay. And all right, so I'm also kind of connecting the fact that these three were in with these sarcophagus that we know sometimes if you touch them, you get offered dark gifts.
Yeah.
Is there a sense that their corruption could have had something to do with these coffins?
Oh hell yeah.
Okay, I shared that with my party as well.
Sure. Desecration.
don't wanna
All sorts
touch
of
these.
desecration.
All right, and that's my turn.
What keeps the why is the amber so effective against the magic? Holding them in.
You can make an Arcana check.
Is Magnus saying that out loud?
Yeah.
Did I make an Arcana check with guidance?
Yes.
Cool.
We'll count guidance as your turn though, because we're still in rounds out on the other side of the door.
Oh yeah, sorry, never mind.
That's fine.
Oh.
You get Magnus. Let's find out. Oh.
Oh, there you
Gabriel.
go. There you go. Ask the right guy.
Magnus, you ask that question, and then you see Gabriel just kind of light up, like, you know. Gabriel, you have to do some assuming on this one because you don't have a lot of knowledge there, but you believe these wizards constructed material that maybe they learned amber could do it, or maybe there's something in the amber that can hold back what's left of a god and finish suffocating it. That is way like that's the beginning of your assuming, and then we can put it together after that.
Would this be effective as a shield in absorbing magic or something like that?
Absorbing magic, maybe not. Absorbing
pushing it back?
gods, if you were fighting such things, or absorbing energy coming at you from another plane, if you weren't careful. Like the ethereal spell allows you to walk through walls. They wouldn't be able to walk through this.
Okay.
So some kind of a force. Usually
Can
I call
I
it force
find enough-
damage, but
Can I find enough raw material to get a shield?
you have plenty of time.
That's
Well,
what I'm thinking.
So going on what Magnus just said, do we think if you had a helm made out of this stuff, that it would keep someone from being able to do like read your mind, charm, control, things like that?
As you come to that thought in conclusion, the amber sarcophagus to your east gets darker, and the visage in it approaches to the point where now you think you see the remnants of a hand coming up on it, and it of course wants you to touch it.
I ask if anyone else sees that.
Yeah, everybody sees that,
Do we-
but it's for you. Like, there's no maybe there.
What do you think, Magnus? I know I won't accept the dark gift, but do you think I could get some information from them? You were able to resist.
So, we have some flame skulls.
Yeah, that was the longest 6 seconds in the world.
Yeah. Casimir is no idea what to do because the door closed, and he runs to the door and tries a few things. There's an abracadabra, an open sesame. There's a couple pounds on the door, and then he turns and sees what's coming and takes the dodge action because he's not doing all that great right now. Boop. And this is by far the longest Casimir's ever survived, but I think it might be time to. So we'll see what happens. And I'm gonna let these guys absorb into the sarcophaguses or something because I'm sick
Do
of
what I
looking at them.
can.
Here comes Flame Skull 2. He's used up that fireball already. So let's get that flaming sphere out there. Does anyone want to counter flaming sphere?
Can anyone?
Gentlemen? Sounds like a no.
There you go. That's what I can do.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6. Zezerin. Saving throw. Natural 1. I should let you roll
I
your
will
own
spend
saves.
an inspiration point.
Roll your own save then. Yep. I should let people roll their own saves because when I do that, I feel bad.
What skill?
Yeah.
Dexterity saving throw DC 13. 14.
There you go.
You take half of because you're resistant to fire damage, right?
Yep.
6, 3, 1. You take a point of fire damage. Make sure I get that down there.
That's a spicy meatball.
12. Eat it.
I'm trying to burn a demon.
A point of fire damage.
Sink.
And I am going to take a bathroom break. I'll be right back.
Okay.
See you guys soon.
So, and for my turn is to try to swallow one of the flame skulls.
That's a spicier meatball.
Indeed, indeed. A little acidic. Might burn the belly. Yeah, no, so I can use a bonus action and turn into a Quetzalcoatlus, and then fly up to a flame skull, and then use one of the to bite, and then the second attack to swallow. That's my
I
plan.
don't know how much health these guys have, but you might want to start thinking about a backup plan in case I kill all of them right now.
Okay.
Because my plan is to cast Magic Missile at level 4, giving me 6 bolts, 2 each. which will be 2d8 plus 2 to each of them. Oh no, 2d4 plus 1 to each of them. I did my math wrong. Oh yeah, my phone doesn't work. I need pictures.
Oh, it's a stair. I thought it was a. That's better. Yeah. Go ahead, Steve. Touch the crystal. I get Zone of Truth up.
Okay, cool.
We'll see if that. We both touch one? No, because then we would be out of.
Right.
We would be out of range. Same time? Same time?
No.
Go make the eye contact. Makes it weird.
I'm using the app to pay my phone bill. And I'm getting through everything, and I paid it. But then when I paid it, it says you must be connected to the internet to use the app. How was I using the app before then?
Mm. You could connect with the internet here.
But I can't because I don't have service because my phone doesn't work.
No, you can get on the Wi-Fi.
No, but I don't have service because my phone doesn't work.
I understand what you're saying. I'm pretty sure you'd be bypassing that and just using the technology of the phone. Jumping. I might be wrong.
So what's the reason?
Dawson PSY.
PS4? Let's look this word.
S. Capital S. I. So you'll fill the rest in.
With a question mark?
Yeah.
Okay, my phone works now. Oh, that was the incorrect password.
There's no question mark.
My phone works
Hmm?
now. My phone works now. I don't think it's...
Oh.
So I did pay the bill, but the app decided to do something funky. Yep, 10:54 a.m. Any chance you could cover my phone bill this time next week? I can pay you back.
Then we gotta get you your own account.
Hello.
Hello.
What did I
Hello.
miss? Sorry to keep anybody waiting.
Missed Moss wanting to turn into a hippopotamus.
I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only a hippopotamus will do. So Magnus and Gabriel are locked in that room, so we don't really have to go into rounds in there, but you guys can tell me what you're up to.
I'm gonna zone a truth, and he's gonna go make smoochy face with a Christian.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it the high five.
Okay.
The I-5.
Gabriel, make a saving throw against Zone of Truth.
What's the save?
Charisma saving throw.
Oh, nice.
You're fine.
Okay.
Magnus, you're pretty convinced that Stella is affected by the Zone of Truth.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Cesarin, Flame Skulls.
I'm going to cast Magic Missile at level 4, giving me 6 bolts. I'm going to hit them with 2 each. So here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. Here's 5. And 6.
Pew, 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 pew. You pepper them.
Aha! That's my turn.
Excellent. Magic missiles coming back.
Oh,
Fucking Star Wars in that every fucking year. Pew 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 pew.
Right?
damn, son.
Those are level
Yeah.
1.
He gave them a good idea.
Level 1 spell slots off on them. Okay. Moss.
Hello. I would like to turn myself
Oh.
into.
I have to. I know you're about to hippo out. I have to. Cesarin, you ended your turn adjacent to a flaming sphere.
Thought it would start your turn.
So, dexterity saving throw?
Yeah.
Nice. So you'll take 1 point of damage.
Oh no! A point of damage coming your way. 2d6 is going to be 12 divided by 2
damn.
is 6 divided by 2 is 3.
Wait, why
Points.
is my AC 12?
What was that?
Why is my AC at 12?
I don't know. That's something you can work on. You did take 3 points of damage out of that 12. It actually felt warm. Moss, hippo out. And try not to end your turn adjacent to the flaming sphere.
Really?
No dinosaur? Didn't you just read that whole book on dinosaurs?
He's not big enough.
I don't know where where anyone got hippo from.
What's that? Ah! Not a hippo. What? I thought... I don't know what that is.
That's a Quetzalcoatlus.
13 plus my dex.
Of course it is. Can you share with me the Quetzalcoatlus, or do I have to go find it?
I can drag and drop the shield in chat, right?
I think I found it. Or at least I found what you're looking for.
Oh, shoot.
Got it. Huge beast.
We're gonna clear the flame sphere and then to the Quaddalus
Okay.
with a bonus action. Then we're gonna use our movement to approach Flame Skull.
Let's slow it down just a minute.
Oh, okay.
How big is a Quetzalcoatlus?
It is large, I'm gonna guess,
It's huge.
or huge.
Cool. That's brilliant. It is 315. Okay, there is some room above you. Maybe about 10 feet.
That's plenty.
That's
That
funny.
was tight.
We're getting there. Okay, we're good there.
We're gonna approach the.
Let's just ignore the dive attack. But everything else you're good on.
We are to actually dive attack.
I'm sorry?
We are going to dive attack.
I just said let's ignore the dive attack because you don't have enough room to do it. Let's move on.
We'll go anyways.
Okay. What just happened? It just said no.
Was that a nat one?
That is a net one.
We're gonna. So can I use lucky on that?
You sure can.
We're gonna use a third lucky on that. 'Cause I don't like natural ones. Let's try that again.
There you go.
So we're gonna bite it.
So flame skulls are tiny.
Oh.
And you're huge. And you're biting it.
Yeah, I know. And
You
I
have a
get two-
problem. You have a problem.
Why?
Because it's going right down the throat. Like, you're huge and it's tiny.
Second bite attack to swallow.
You could swallow it. Is your intention to swallow it?
Oh yeah,
Okay. Okay.
absolutely.
Okay.
Swallow. This makes a bite attack against a smaller creature that has grappled. Because the bite attack does grapple it.
Right.
You tell the kids what to eat today, right?
A grappled creature. It is swallowed until the grapple ends. While it's swallowed, the target's blinded, restrained, and has total cover against attacks. And it takes 3d4 acid damage at the start of each of my turns.
Where is all this? I want to give it all to you, but I'm just not looking at it.
It's underneath the swallow feature. So I'm looking at on the D&D wiki.
Oh, so you're not looking at the actual rules.
Ah.
Okay. I'm still
Okay.
on board. I'm looking at the Quaddalus. I'm not seeing any of that, so I'm on board.
Oh no, I was seeing it had bite and swallow. I was looking. My bad. It might be
It has bite. It doesn't. It has bite. It usually doesn't have swallow, but this is small enough.
All right, then yeah, I was gonna swallow it in my next
Not a problem.
thing.
I need to find something that. Well, can you just if you hover over those rules on Wikipedia, just like copy paste and throw them right here in the chat, so I don't have to go look them up.
Yep.
And we can teach. We can all learn how to swallow.
Whoa.
And that's what she said.
Whoa. Whoa. Freezing?
Uh,
It's just no more freezing.
That's what he said.
That is what he said. Did that not work out? There it is. Got it. I'm gonna put the letter S in front of that W.
Wallow.
Oh, nice. Okay. And flame skulls.
Now what happens if I turn into moss?
I know what happens.
Oh, no. Oh.
I know exactly what's gonna happen when you turn back into moss, but you don't apparently because you didn't think about that. Yeah, I love you.
I love you.
You applied some damage to that flame skull. You did, okay. And then the Quellas can have only one creature at a time swallowed. That's good to know. Some Constitution. Okay, I'm on board. I'm a little terrified for. I'm concerned about the party and the life of some of its members. Anything else, Moss?
I'm content.
Did I put the quaddle out of my? Oh no, I lost the quaddle.
Oh no.
Please give me the quaddle back. Where are you at, Q? There you are. Wow. Oh, that's where it went. Okay, I'm on board now. Okay, my bad. Getting worried. Casimir does not know how to react to what just happened.
Like a quadruped, it says.
Sorry?
It says that it can't walk on all fours on the ground.
You can't have all fours on the ground?
And I can walk on all fours on the ground. I don't struggle with it.
Oh, good. That helps because it's only a 30-foot high ceiling in here, which goofed up your dive attack. There's nothing you could do there.
No, that's in the other tab on actual Fantasy Grounds.
Yep. And is this something he's gonna care about? How's he doing on spell slots? Okay, he's got a couple spell slots left. Gonna launch some magic missiles. This has become a scene from Star Wars. Casimir's getting worried. This is the flame skull that control. This is the flame skull that controls the flaming sphere. He's gonna smash it into Casimir. Saving throw. Natural 20.
Oh, Jesus.
So he barely takes any fire damage. Bank. And that was just his bonus action. So as an action, he can. Ooh, that's not a bad idea. Now that there's a Coatl nearby. Oh. I hate screwing up. I just took the actions for the one inside Moss. It's a whole different turn. I screwed up. We're gonna let that slide. And that's pew pew pew. 8 points of force damage from inside the Coatl, Moss. Pew pew pew. You feel the need to burp.
It's a little smoky. I feel like Vezran.
Speaking of Zezerin.
Alright, so I'm going to step a little bit away. And I'm gonna just watch me.
I believe you.
I'm gonna.
I know.
I'm gonna use Chill Touch on this one here. That's gonna hit.
It is.
2d8 necrotic. Partially resisted, but he can't regain hit points. And is he undead?
Yup.
Alright, he also has disadvantage on attacks.
We're talking about 8. Am I right?
I'm sorry?
Who was your target?
Oh, there's so much going on I can't hover over him. Yeah, that guy.
Okay. Okay.
And that's me.
Where is this one? There he is. And does he have... No, but he does have... Yes, that's the one that is going to cast Blur on himself. And he gets all...
My name's Blurry.
And kind of scoot over here. No, he's going to scoot back here a little bit. It's getting weird. Do they have intelligence? 16. Yeah, they sure do. Okay, he can use strategies. Flame Skull owned. He's got all sorts of Zezeran problems. He doesn't gain any, he doesn't rejuvenate this turn. He's got disadvantage on attacks. Yeah.
Oh, and I took 8 damage on 1 turn, correct?
Yep.
So I gotta make a,
Concentration? What are you concentrating on?
I need to make a con saving throw for the swallow, because if I take 8 damage, I burp it up. Possibly.
If you take damage, you burp it up?
Yeah, that's what it's telling me.
Alright.
I'll throw it in again, just because you cleared chat.
Yep.
I had the S this time.
Ah! Oh, I copied it before I cleared it. I just, didn't read it.
Yeah, that,
You make the saving throw, or it makes the saving throw?
I do.
He takes 8 points of damage or more. He tested to make the saving throw.
Blah.
I threw it up.
Boy. You tried to throw it up. It's gonna make a... Oh, never mind. It makes a strength saving throw. Hoya! Oh, 10. Oh, you still got a 14. Alright, you pop it up.
Regurgitated one?
What was that?
Is that the regurgitated?
Yeah, it's trying not, it doesn't want you to throw it up. It tried to stay down.
Oh.
But that's another story, because it's not this turn. It's this guy's turn, who's being completely owned by Zezeran. And, yeah, he's going to do a whole bunch of nothing. He's also going to cast Blur, because he's running out of shit to do, too. Boop.
Yeah,
Apparently,
nice.
this is what they do in the late fight. Moss.
One of them.
So what's the status of this little flame skull?
The one in front of you?
Yeah.
He's slimy. And he's
So
glowing green. And he's floating in front of you.
Okay.
Some of the stuff on 8 is going to wear off probably, because...
I'm going to try to do a dive attack on this one.
Again with the dive attack. Knock it off. It's not high enough. You
Not
fly
high.
into the ceiling. You take damage. You're done. Stop. You have to get up 30 feet. You'd have to increase. You'd have to be up to 30 feet. You're 15 feet out of 15 feet. There's only 15 feet left. You can't get 30. I love you. Knock it off.
Thought it was just 30 feet forward.
Or
You can't get the height.
I would imagine it would be if you don't have it.
I was envisioning like a kind of along the ground skim.
No, the dive attack comes with diving and decreasing your altitude, which you can't do here. At least not 30 feet of it, because there isn't 30 feet for you to decrease. You're taking up 15 feet of a 30-foot room. That's a miss.
That's my turn.
I love you. What the hell's Casimir doing? Fire bolting.
Burning.
Take that, flame skull. Pew pew. He misses. Thanks, Casimir.
Yeah, disadvantage?
Oh yeah, they some of them have cast Blur at this point.
Oh.
And there's a flaming sphere being smashed into Casimir, turning him into Usmir. And then it's moved about there. Zezeran.
I am
Has
once
another round.
again going to use the chill touch.
Same
guy.
one?
Same one.
So you're doing that on 8, if I'm not mistaken. Still a hit?
Wow. Nice.
That's me.
So chill touch is more of a necrotic energy thing.
Yeah.
It just looks like the hand you've got all blackened up. It just looks like your hand at this point. It used to look like a skull, like a skeletal hand. Now it just looks like your hand because that's as necrotic as it gets.
I am manifesting. Oh wait, no, I'm not.
Manifest as fuck.
Gang green.
Fire ray, pew pew. Fire comes from. Ooh, yes. Fire hits the quaddle. Quaddleus. It's not a quaddle. It's whatever you are. Flame Skull 8 is also going to get on board with this whole flame attack at this point. That's a hit. Take that.
Wow.
And Moss. Ooh, that got close.
Man. Maybe next time you don't lock the healer in a room by himself.
He's not healing me anyway. He's not healing Moss.
Completely useless, exactly.
I've healed Moss. I used a healing kit on him. I used a healing kit on you too. I did.
You said you stopped healing.
Look at your bar.
You said you
It's
stopped
healing
healing.
kit used.
No, that was probably why.
Anything else, Moss?
Well, Anthony has stopped.
Do you move around or you stay right there, Moss?
No. Right here.
Okay.
What type of character are you going to look next?
I'm thinking about that.
What's Casimir got left? He's still got some spell
Paladin,
slots.
maybe?
I might bring Narc back.
Maybe Paladin.
I might bring that back.
As a Paladin. Something good.
Damn.
That
He
was
did not want to give that up.
That was fun.
he just
One time
charged.
I had to
His,
play
his
it.
problem was he just charged in.
That's right.
Pew. Miss. Zezran, did I miss you, Moss? No, you went. Zezran, you're up again.
All right, one more time. One more time.
You guys are hearing the firefight from inside the room as Gabriel's touching.
Mm.
Did you not kill it?
I did not kill it. All right, that's me.
Bang.
No one I roll a 5 I have.
Another miss. But they're basically homed in on the big bird at this point. Natural 1. Moss, you're up.
Doesn't Moss get all this hit points that he's reduction, that's good.
There we go.
Did he have disadvantage on that saving throw?
I'm sorry?
Did he have disadvantage on that saving throw?
I don't think so.
Is he concentrating on a spell?
The concentration check went off too. He's
That's what I'm saying.
concentrating on blur.
Yeah, it says when I damage a creature that's concentrating on a spell, that creature has a disadvantage on the saving throw. It makes them maintain its concentration. I have Mage Slayer.
17.
Okay.
What happens if Moss dies in his animal form? Does he just go back to Druid?
Yeah.
Mhm.
With his full hit points as a Druid?
Yep.
Mhm.
Well, whatever his hit points were before he switched.
Oh, good. I was worried. I was like, I thought you had to consciously switch back.
Nope.
But so if you die in the animal, you're full hit points back.
You
That's
get reversed.
So at this point, it's just firebolt versus firebolt versus firebolt versus firebolt, and nobody seems to hit anybody, so it's just bouncing off all the walls.
DMZ
Well,
is
a
so-
whole round of misses went off. Cesarin, what's up?
All right, so I want to cast a spell in a straight line,
Okay.
but I want to hit multiple targets.
lightning bolt.
No, that's my plan. But my question is, will you, the DM, allow me to do something like this as a straight line?
Yep.
All right. So I will move over here, and I will cast Lightning Bolt. Once I target them.
You give up on Flame Skull 8 by doing this.
This is their save.
Yeah, they saved that.
This is the damage.
Did you just blast yourself? No, you rolled the damage. Okay. I was like, what the hell? Looks like a whole bunch of blur just died. And some damage happened. But you gave up on Flame Skull 8 to do it.
I did. And then as a bonus action, I will spend 5 sorcery points to regain my 3rd level spell slot.
Cool.
And that's me.
Moss, if it matters, there's a hole in the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Pew. There's a hit. At this point, you're going to revert back, yeah. The fire bolts that you were able to dodge so well finally hit. Where's 4? Why isn't he blinking? There he is. And now he's gonna come right up. Remember, they're tiny creatures. Why are they unidentified? That's just ridiculous. Here. What? Pew! Natural 20. I love you, Moss.
Oh, fuck.
It's your turn.
What was that? What did he cast on there?
He's just using Flame Strike. It's very. They have their own cantrip.
Yeah. Okay. Holy Jesus.
There's no saving throw for that.
I just want to point out, it
Just
looks like,
Firebolt. They made an attack roll. Natural 20.
I want to point it out that it looks like Kashmir might actually survive this combat and the 2 PCs won't.
He turned into a huge bird and flew into the middle of the room.
No, I'm
Like,
just
okay.
saying because you keep saying that Kashmir has never lived this
Yeah,
long.
he's usually a smear by now.
My God. All right. That guy's still bright green.
Oh yeah, he's been hit by the flames.
Thunder Wave.
The 3rd level.
One of them failed.
Which one was that? Was that 4?
22.
Alright. We will send 4. How far back can I move them?
4 didn't fail.
Huh?
4 didn't fail. 22 did.
Alright. And we'll send 22 into the wall, or as far
Yep.
back as we can.
Yeah, I hope the kids are okay.
Gabriel, you touched the stone.
Okay.
And as you do, everything goes black. And then it looks like it feels like you're looking up at a night sky, so there's stars, and they're blinking. And then some of them blink out, but they don't blink back in. One by one, the stars don't return until the ones that are left become a little bigger. And there seems to be a constellation forming where the rest of them are disappearing from. And then the center of that constellation becomes larger as the others begin to blink out, and there's one star remaining. And you hear a deep, old, feminine voice. Welcome. That music. I hit pause, not stop. Knock it off. I'm Kadra. What would you like to know?
Shoot. What closed the door on us?
There's no door here.
Out in that world, outside of your sarcophagus, we've become trapped in a room. The door was shut on us. I'm wondering what closed it? How did it close?
I pay little attention to what's going on outside my prison, but I
Oh.
did hear you call me.
What did you hear me say?
You were interested in insight, in scrying, in looking and seeing. I see the door closed in the room you're in, now that I'm looking.
Are you able to tell what closed it?
No.
Do you know how to open it?
Yes.
How do you open the door?
Speaking the Lich's name opens the door.
I knew his name, right? Because I had talked to him for. No, he didn't remember his name.
Are you
What
asking
is?
her or me?
No. I'm just trying to remember if I had heard the. What
Yeah,
is his name?
Gabriel's heard his name a few times. I think he
Oh,
might
okay.
remember it.
Right. So now I'm connecting that when Zezerin said the name, that was what did it.
Yeah, the name of the tome of, and then the Lich's name was the name of the book. So apparently Zezerin's worried about where that magic book is. You vaguely remember that book now. You can make an I'll call it an investigation check to remember where you saw it last, because you were the last person to see it. Oh, yeah, sure. You lost track of it when you set the Lich ablaze in
Yeah.
his own room. You lost track of it after that, but it was on its pedestal in the room where the book belongs. Yeah, it's the last time you saw it.
All right.
And as you go back to think about that moment, the light of this star, you're surrounded by darkness, and the light of the star now engulfs you, so that everything around you is light, as if you're inside this star. But it's just a white radiance. It's not like the actual inside of a star. That would be a little chaotic. And she mentions, I can show you whatever you want to see and give you the power to see it yourself. Scrying is the ultimate ability, and it can be yours.
No, thank you.
That's a
Can you
shame.
tell me about you?
Of course.
I've never heard your name before.
Few have heard of those that exist here. Once I saw everything and gave my knowledge willingly, freely, to whoever wanted it. It bothered some mortals, other deities. Jealousy and rage are horrible things. Your mind is instantly flooded with that. Basically, you understand how the scrying spell works in detail.
Okay.
You currently don't have the ability to cast it, even though you feel it's within your grasp. And you wouldn't need the component, a few times. but then you'd still have the ability to cast it afterwards. As you feel that you're inside of said crystal ball,
Oh wow.
right? There are 5 senses. One of yours could be great. And you can see now different images like the kaleidoscope. The colors aren't becoming like painful or anything, but it's like a collage is starting to form, and different images are in your grasp. Like if you wanted to focus on them, you could begin to see things that are going on in different places. Different colors at this point, but anything you want to focus on, just let me know. I'll get back to you.
So right now, she's like giving me a test drive of the scrying ability.
Yeah.
Is kind of it.
Yeah,
But-
you can think of it that way, sure.
But if I choose to like look at one of these places, is that like choosing to join her?
You can either tell me how you feel, you can roll insight to see how you feel, or you can just ask her.
If I choose to look right now, what does that mean?
You're just looking. As long as you're here, you can look at whatever you want. If you want to take this ability with you, let me know. It's yours.
Okay. So I want to look at where the animated suit of armor is.
Copy that.
Yeah.
You see your sights in the Amber Temple, but moving around. I will remind the upper map. I don't know if you have it in front of you. And wait, is it in this room? Is it in that room? What room is it in? I'm sorry. It's on the lower level. It's the same level you guys are in. You see this room opened up now, like you're inside it. The furnishings in this room are bare. In the stone room the stone in the room has succumbed to decrepit. Usually I read these quick before I try to read myself. Sorry. The crap in this room's all broken. I'm going to just open the room to vision. Standing in the center of the room, standing in the center of the room is. Did I leave myself a token? I wasn't ready for that, Steve. I will just give me a moment. Are you serious right now? Could have swore I was on top of this. Damn it. Maybe I didn't finish. Sorry. Now I'm getting pissed. No, I did this. I don't know where I put it. I just need another second. I have a couple ideas of what I might have done. I really wanted to share the picture instead of just saying what it was, but I have totally lost this picture.
Hmm.
You see a medium-sized steel construct in female form standing in the room, untouched by the rest of the decrepit and destruction in the room.
And do I recognize that as her?
It does share her. It does resemble her in appearance, but it's not animate. It's not moving.
Okay.
It's kind of looking like a suit of armor. Well, there's a strong armor around this construct, but it's not moving,
Okay.
and
All
it's
right.
not popping up on my screen either. But that's fine.
Well, now I want to look into the room with the sunblade.
The Sunblade. She pulls you back, and you're still in the area with all the images, but
Hmm.
when she mentions that there's like a question mark at the end of her sentence. You can make a investigation check as you
Okay.
look through all these images, trying to find it.
Okay.
The only thing you remember is you kind of knew the location, so
Mhm.
you are now looking. I will be happy to remember how to use map tools. Sharing the image of this hallway. In this hallway, there are 3 more flame skulls, and that is the door that you can see. There is a door there. It's a normal door. It's not one of these sarcophagus doors. So it's a wooden door, and that is the area that you were already hinted at it would be in. So it should be in that room.
Okay. So can I move the scene into that space?
Sure
See
can.
what's going on.
Inside that room, you see a 12-foot tall model of Castle Grayskull, and a desk in the corner that isn't smashed, and then some chairs and stuff that are smashed.
But I don't see the blade.
No. The model is huge, though, and it's standing on a stone pedestal.
Hmm. Okay.
It looks like the model is like one of those models you had when you were a kid when you could open Castle Grayskull. Like,
Yeah.
it looks like it opens up, but you can't open it in your current situation.
Right. Okay. But no, nothing's guarding it that I can tell.
That's a good question. I don't see anything guarding it in this room, but there are flame skulls in the hallway.
Right.
They're just floating, and they're looking at the arrow slits as if, they shoot out the arrow slits, and that's when they killed you guys the first time.
Yeah.
They're just
Okay.
back.
All right.
Make an Arcana check when you think about that construct, though.
Okay.
Which the picture not being there is killing me. It works like a shield guardian. There's got to be an amulet that controls it.
All right. Am I able to go see the amulet?
Make another investigation check.
Oh God.
It's in the.
My inspiration. This one's a pretty big one.
I love it. I appreciate that because that would have been weird.
Oh my
Nice work.
God.
Nice work.
Ah.
You see a closet running around an altar floor somewhere in the temple. You can tell it's in the temple because the flooring hasn't changed, but you still see the pillars or the podiums that would look like a chapel. Um, and that closet is running towards an amulet. He's now holding it in his hand, and that amulet is around another individual. And that's when this guy comes into focus. You kind of get their names right away. You can tell he's terrified and he's taking some damage. And he seems to be like he hasn't eaten well in days. He's somewhere in the temple. You're sure of it, but you don't know where.
Okay. Using the seeing ability, can I say villainous quaste? Can I
You can
use
say
this?
his name. Go ahead.
Yeah. So if I say that to the god, can I see this person?
The images in front of you don't change much. You're trying to make sense of them. That doesn't change much. And she's there. You can sense her presence, but she doesn't answer you. You also get the idea that she's not all-knowing. She's just all-seeing.
Well, I could just spend time having her show me the entire temple, right?
That's fine. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
yes, you can spend all the time you want. That's fine.
And what was this god's name again?
I'd love to tell you, but the second I went to click on where you were, it didn't pop up.
Okay.
Fantasy Grounds and me are not paying attention. Like, let's go. It's not sharing with me the map because it knows I already see the map, but I don't see the map.
Okay.
So I'm like, thanks, Fantasy Grounds, you're the best. I pissed it off when I went looking for a picture that wasn't there because I got mad. It was supposed to be there. When I click here, it should have popped up, and it didn't, and I got pissed. Where the hell did I put that image? Oh well. It works like a shield guardian, but it looks like a girl shield guardian, medium size instead of large size. And I miss it now because it's supposed to be right in front of me, and it's not. Since you're spending some time in there, we'll let Casimir take a turn. I think it was his turn. Bless you.
Thank you.
He's got a firebolt to launch at a almost dead skull that still has blur up. And this flame skull has a flaming sphere. And there's a Zezeran right there. And he's gonna deck save. He makes it, so
Half a point.
2d6 becomes 6, 3, 1. Ow, take that. It is starting to whittle you down a little bit. Not gonna lie. Magnus, is there anything you would like to do? You notice that there is some kind of like a wavy, like a wind effect going on with Gabriel. So anything that on his person that would blow in the breeze is, but lightly. And his eyes are fixated on the sarcophagus that he's touching, the amber sarcophagus, and his like reflection is back at him. He seems very into his conversation. He's been in there for a while. I don't know. Maybe you want to pull him out of that, or I have horrible ideas sometimes. Butler, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, I realize it's been a minute since the light was on you, so I was like, he might have walked
No.
off. You know, I wouldn't blame him.
No. I'm listening.
I put that token.
No, I'm trying to collect whatever I can for this amber concept of a shield.
Oh yeah, yeah. You can
We just have to find a wizard with fabricate, and you'll be all set.
yeah, you can definitely gather enough. I don't know where you're gonna keep it.
In a stack.
Do you have a? I don't know if you have a bag of holding. I wasn't keeping
I
track.
don't think I have a bag of holding.
Okay. But you can gather up enough broken amber pieces to warrant fashioning a shield out of. Absolutely. They've been here for a while.
I don't have anything like a bag of holding. I would assume that I at least have a sack that I can try and stack up as much as I can. I like that idea. Other than that, yeah, I'm just kind of not really paying attention. Well, I knew he wanted to go in, so I put up what I could for a zone of truth, and other than that, I'm letting him work it out.
Okay.
His idea was to go in for information. I didn't think he was going to take that time. So, and he said to be content. I don't think I don't know. I'm hoping they're trying to open the door.
Next 2 days.
No.
Sorry, it looks like that device hasn't been set up yet.
Well,
That fits the whole campaign right now. Including me not being able to find my picture. It's gonna be pissed off. Curse of Strahd. Oh, that's so aggravating. That's That's what I get for working ethics at 4 in the morning. I make mistakes. What time is it? It's 11:55. Okay. We'll have to worry about that later. That would make it. Hey, Zezarin, do you want to do anything?
So
As combat continues.
I used the word of power the first time around.
Mhm.
I'm noticing on the map, Vezerin doesn't know about this unless you say he does, but is that room to the left now open?
No, you weren't close enough. Your character realizes that you weren't close
But
enough.
he knows there's a door there?
Yeah.
All right. One more time with the chill touch.
Okay, which one? Oh, you'll show me, I'm sure.
This guy. Totally misses.
Oh no, natural
No
one.
blisters around whatsoever.
I'm getting worried.
He's gonna run right to the door
Okay.
and use the command word. Exentantar.
Okay. You open the door.
Okay, I still have 2 squares of movement. I run right in the door,
Okay.
and then I use the command word again.
Did you maybe want to look in the room first?
Oh no, he's panicking. He's about
Right.
to die. He runs
Absolutely.
right.
And the door closes.
And the door closes. That's my turn.
That's your character. You want to make a new character?
Mistakes might have been made.
That's your character, dude. You turn as it gets dark in the room. You turn and see a death slot behind you.
Holy Jesus. Oh my
Death
God.
slot.
You don't have to stay in the Amber Temple for 3 days.
I don't see any reason.
Hey,
Death
Gastelum!
slot.
Hey, he might survive. Come on.
I
Hey,
don't see any reason to even try to help.
I should get an inspiration. I called it earlier by happenstance.
You did.
Oh, the cinematics of that is great. You missed with your last shot, ran over, opened the door, turned around, shut the door.
You made the Constitution saving throw. You're alive, I guess. I love you.
Well, now your selfish ass is probably going to say it again, run out, and it's going to follow you.
Freaking death salad.
And yeah, that's its turn.
And now Moss is the only one left in that room with 3 flames going.
No, Casimir's right there.
Oh, okay.
He's still dodging every turn, but he's there.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
What's up?
Flame Skull 4 just attacked.
He dead?
Was it with the spell?
He dead?
I can hit it with a melee weapon.
Get him.
Is it going to be worth my time, or is it just going to resist?
Do it.
A melee weapon? Is it a magical weapon? This is the first time you've asked about flame skulls. Your character figures all that out. You guys have been fighting flame skulls for like 2 weeks, so you're pretty sure of what it can do and what it can't do. You just hadn't really been focusing on it.
Oh, it's not going to be immune. Okay. All right, then yeah, we'll do it.
Cool.
On Morningstar. Hopefully.
Get him. Nice. And it's tiny, so it's like hitting a baseball.
All right, now you can proceed with the spell.
Do you want to knock it back? I think I already did the spell.
If you're gonna allow me to, then yeah.
Yeah, you can. It's like hitting a baseball with a mace. Yeah, you can knock it back a bit. I don't know if you like. I'm asking you. It's kind of a trick question because it's shooting with range. So if it's close to you, it's got disadvantage on its shots, even if it's not shooting you. If you knock it back, it might be advantageous for it. That's why I was. It's like it's up to you cinematically because it's gonna balance out either way.
I don't want to give the attack of opportunity when I try to flee, possibly.
Yeah, then you can go ahead and knock it back. Exactly. Whichever one works for you. But you understand how they think and work now because, you're a Flame Skull Master after that hit. The other one is still shooting at Casimir. And Casimir's just dodging. Oh, he hit. Just dodging. It's not helping him anymore. Haha, take that. It is your turn. I'm starting to feel the effects of overnight and then running D&D. It's 12. Mosh, you're up.
Yep.
Tony, are you working on a new character, or are you going to work on saving Zezerin here?
We're going to cast Tidal Wave?
I'm gonna work on saving him, but I'll probably end up rolling a new character.
Okay.
Which I'm thinking I'm just gonna bring an old character back.
I'm cool with that. I'm looking forward to it. Zezerin's probably going to become a Death Slot in there.
Well, then
unless someone saves him.
He gains the power he was seeking anyway.
Unless someone goes in there and saves him, which that seems unlikely.
Yeah,
sorry, Moss, it's your turn.
Just deciding which orientation I want for it.
Right.
Because I get a 60-foot area of a rectangle.
The 2 cups of coffee and the tea have added up. I will be right back. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But you can calculate your turn.
Well, it's to dehydrate the body. And yeah.
Nope. See, you killed yourself.
I did. Just
We didn't have to kill you.
ran right into a room and was like, okay, I'm safe. Oh, shit. See, my plan is to use Shocking Grasp so that he can't take reactions when I run away. That's the only way I can be safe.
So should I go for the 2 critical ones, or should I go for a critical and the moderate Flame Skull? What do you guys think?
I don't even know.
I'm thinking hopefully I can kill 2, or I can hopefully kill the stronger one.
These guys resist a lot of shit.
But it's going to be water damage.
They partially resist lightning. They resist fire, or they're immune to fire. I'm not sure. They resist necrotic damage.
I don't think they're actually going to have any resistances to this, honestly.
What are you using?
Tidal Wave?
Oh, all right. Yeah, they're made of fire.
Yeah, so it's water and it's going to be bludgeoning damage.
Turn them into steam.
Right? It's going to be 4d8 if they fail it. 5 if I bump it up. Actually, I can't bump it up. I don't know.
Or you guys could open the door. I don't know.
Right?
Are they aware of how the door opens?
Well, he just saw you do it on purpose now.
I still don't know the word, though.
It was the only word I used.
I didn't even hear it, though. Like, I couldn't hear what it was. I heard noises.
Did Moss hear it?
Possibly. Like, he's 30 feet away.
You can roll a perception check, I think.
Probably. But then I'll be in a room with the whatever that is.
You don't have to walk in. Just open the door so I can get out.
Oh.
I mean, you can pick on this.
That's I'll open the door.
Then again, you don't know what's going on in that room.
No, I could think you're doing fine and dandy.
Yeah. Oh, he's just going for more sarcophagi.
I'm back.
So what do they have on them that we're going to be able to pick up?
All right, so actually a square by 6 square rectangle.
Yeah. What was it? What was the rectangle?
2 squares by 6 squares, so it's a 60-foot area.
Do you get all 3 of them or just 2 of them?
I can only get 2 of them with the do a diagonal.
Okay,
Probably.
what's the spell?
Jeez. Sorry, I had to update. Thing pop up on my computer. We could definitely hit all of them with that, and if we do a diagonal.
Stop putting the point of origin inside the wall.
That's fair.
There you
How's
go.
that? Alright, there we go. Now that we have our
Ooh, what you blowing?
Hmm?
What's the name of the spell?
tidal wave.
Oh, okay. Oh shit. Are you gonna break them all? Boom, 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 boom. They crash into the wall and hit the floor, and turn into like bone and dust. But you know that they're gonna come back in an hour.
No.
In about an hour.
Hide behind this little guy over here. And that's it for me. And that also extinguishes all flames. I don't know if that affects them at all.
Okay. I'm assuming it doesn't like put out magical flame, but let me know if it does. Probably says normal flame. And are you seriously trying to hide behind Casimir, like in a sense that you plan on like if something comes your way, putting him into it?
Absolutely.
Okay. We'll talk about that reaction when we get to it. I think that's fine.
I would assume that their flames are protected.
Oh, Casimir's taking the dodge action.
So
Cesarin.
I'm going to use Shocking Grasp on the Death Salad.
Actually, I was just going to let you know that it was the sled's turn.
Oh, all right.
As a reaction. I'm sorry, Moss, what's up?
I was telling he went before me.
Huh?
I was telling Vezerin he went before me.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the last player?
Actually, I think it is your turn, because even though it rolled... Oh, he's just on the track. I didn't put his initiative where it belongs. So it's below yours, because he already went when you walked in the room. So... But what I wanted... Go ahead, Moss. What were you about to say, Pat?
Is there any, like... So dodge is an action, right?
It is dodge in action, yes.
Alright. I need to find some sort of bonus actions I can do as a druid.
Oh.
I can shapeshift again so I'd have some more hit points.
Are you going to shapeshift?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
We'll do that in a bear.
Okay. So, Cesarin, I think it's your turn.
All right.
I was going to say you have the option of grabbing those sarcophaguses in an attempt to save your life. Just a reminder. All 3 of them like have the black piece lighting up like, ooh, a guest.
Get the magic word and run back out.
Attacks of opportunity or anything. I'm going to use Shocking Grasp on the Death Salad.
Okay.
So that I can run away.
That's a hit.
All right. This is damage, and he can't take reactions.
No, he can't.
I run to the door. I say, Exandantar.
Okay. The door opens.
I run out the door. I say, Exandantar.
The door is closing.
I keep running.
Okay.
I get to here. Well, actually, I get to here.
Okay.
I freak out a little bit, and that's my turn.
Respect. He doesn't really care. The door closes. You're out of the room. That's what he cares about. We'll get back to him, maybe. Is this guy still alive? He is. What's going on in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1-2 is what's his name? Casimir. 3-4 is the bear. 5-6 is Zezerin. 3-4. Fiery ray. Pew. That's a 2. Crumble. Bear, it is your turn.
That's the end of my turn.
You doing anything?
Nope. Just gonna stand in front of Ezrin.
How cute. Gabriel, you may or may not wish to focus on it, but there is a screen that just showed all that.
Okay.
So you know what just happened, Zezerin and the death slot, and all of it. It's right there.
Wait. So, do I see Zezerin run to the door, say X's and Xantar, knowingly opening it?
Do you see him run to a door? Do you want to focus on that scene right
do.
now?
I do.
Okay, you see the door open. You see him go in the room. You see the death slot. You don't hear anything. So if you were looking for that keyword being said, you have no idea. Unless you read lips or, zoom in on his mouth or something.
So you don't actually hear what's happening. You just see what's happening in the spaces.
In what's happening to you right now, yes.
Well, it's not that great of a gift then.
The other one probably allows you to hear things only you can't see anything.
The gift itself works just like the spell. What's happening to you right now isn't the gift itself. Because I'm an asshole.
And this god's name again?
That you will know. Which means I will go look it up. It is one of the, out of the 9 things on my screen. That's not one of them. As you think of it, you don't need her to say it. You know it. Like you're connected to her. She wants you to know who she is.
Can I make a religion check to know what I know about her?
You can make a religion check, or you could look around the room.
I look around the room.
You're drawn to a certain scene or screen of her in her godlike form. She looks celestial in many ways, but there are dark items on her that don't make sense. Religious artifacts, one of which resembles an eye, another one resembles a piece of amber. And she seems to have a ghoulish hand within her reach as she's moving towards it, but she's like never closer. Like she doesn't get there. The scene around her is moving. She's not moving. The hand's not moving, and that's the scene you see. How you interpret it is completely up to you. But you know it's her.
I'm going to offer a prayer up to Lythander, asking for guidance on what I should do in this moment.
Roll a d4. There is no response.
Okay.
You haven't been this disconnected from Lythander since that first time when you realized you were no longer in Faerun and you were in Ravenloft.
Well, I'm going to try Markovia then.
She's a little closer.
Do I get any sense of her?
Yes, you can sense Markovia's presence.
I'm trying to figure out if I should take this gift.
You're asking Markovia?
Yeah.
There is a scream of disappointment and a world of no washing over you.
Okay.
And at that, you feel a pain in your side, by your thigh. You feel a pain. And it's like a strong, cold hand just punched you, but it felt more like a hammer hit you. And you actually spin around, but the room doesn't spin much, and like you're not really standing in a room, so when you spin around, it doesn't really throw you off. Like there's no vertigo involved in it, but you feel yourself spin around as you now take take damage to your thigh. You take a point of damage.
Okay.
Hello.
All right. Well, I look to this goddess and I say, thank you kindly, but I'm going to have to say no to your generous offer.
That is your poor choice. And all the images begin to fade out slowly. If you wanted to grasp anything real quickly as the images fade away, let me know. Like,
No, it's a
good
let
answer.
me,
Good answer. The images fade away as you allow them to, and you find yourself standing in the room with everybody here again. But I'm pretty sure the combat outside is going to resolve before that happens, so let's resolve that combat.
Okay.
Making it whose turn? I haven't even been looking at initiative. Casimir's dodge boy. Unless you guys tell him to do something else. 22 is gone. Zezerin.
All right.
There's the back of a bear right there. If you want to shoot it, it's right there.
Nice. Realizing that he's made a mistake, he's gonna run to the other door and say, "Exen Vantar."
Okay. The door begins to open. You still have like your action.
Yep. Run up a little. I still have my action, you say?
Yeah.
I will use, yet again, a chill touch.
Get him. It's a hit.
All right. That's me.
A flame skull.
And I have figured out my next character just in case.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pew. I ended up with a 4. That is Moss. Pew. 17 is a hit. Fire. The bear's on fire. Bear / Moss.
Roar.
You gonna slap the tiny ball out of the sky?
Mm-hmm.
Spike that ball.
All the ball.
I thought you were dead. I thought you were dead. Yeah, go ahead.
Is that a hit?
No. Gabriel,
Nice.
the door opens.
I have one more attack though.
Oh, of course you do. I'm sorry. I should have known that.
Of course, I didn't drop on him because it was on his critical thing.
There you go. Crunch. And you see the ending of the bear spiking the ball as the door opens, Gabriel, and you pull out of whatever it is that you were in.
First, I tell Magnus everything that happened in there. The
I
things that
think
I
he's just gathering shards. Like he might look at it.
I tell him about the Sunblade and the need for us to find this villainous Quate if we're going to save his poltergeist friend. Yeah. And then that I didn't take the gift, even though it was incredibly tempting.
Good man. Good man.
Was he telling the truth?
Wow. What happened to the kids?
Yeah, let's go see if anyone's alive out there. Oh, and I tell him that speaking, I don't say the word, but I say, there's a magic word that opens these doors. I'll tell you once we're outside of the room what it is.
Look what you did there.
All right, so I'll come out.
Okay. So, at 9:30 when we started playing, most of you landed in exactly the same square you're in right now. What would you like to do? I love the Ember
Yeah.
Temple. This happens all the time.
So, Vezerin, do you share that other room?
Huh?
What's going on in that other room?
There is a giant beastie thing.
What kind of beastie thing? Is
He
it,
has some claws, very sharp teeth. He's about 12 feet tall.
I'm gonna try to charm it.
Yeah, you go do your thing.
I mean, if I charm it, we can explore that room for an hour.
Yeah, you go do your thing.
All right, take cover, guys. Magnus, are you far enough away?
Gabriel, what happened in there?
We got locked in.
I think that was my doing. My apologies.
It looks like you were the worst for it. What happened out here?
We got ambushed.
All right. So the command word is.
Why would you know?
I said it in front of him,
Okay.
and it was the only word I spoke when I opened that door.
Or you could just tell him.
Why is Magnus? I'm with Magnus. I didn't realize he went that far ahead. I'm not leaving his side at this point. Crazy shit is happening. He's about the only person I feel I can trust right now. Even though he shoved me down a hole.
But that's just being Magnus.
Yeah, I felt much more of an older brother vibe than I want you to die.
All right.
Vezerin, would you consider the beastie thing here? Is it humanoid at all or no?
Imagine a really tall frog that's evil.
Could I do an arcana check, Chris?
Sure.
I'm not about touching any more crystals.
Possibly even a
Just
check.
leave the door shut.
A really tall frog that's evil. You're relatively convinced he's talking about a Kuatoa.
A Kuatoa.
That's a giant frog. You suspect there is a lot more to this story. There's no reason for there to be a Kuatoa in that room. But unfortunately, with the information you got, that's all you got. You can
Have
ask
you
more
ever
questions. Sorry, go ahead.
So, me knowing what a Kuatoa is, what would I know about a Kuatoa?
It's a giant frog.
Anything
I'm
about
working on it.
where it belongs? Or?
Yeah, they belong in like tropical regions.
Didn't we run into a Kuatoa?
Probably.
Oh, that was the Mad Mage, yeah.
Yeah.
That was very helpful.
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
they're frog people that I apparently can't spell.
Would I be able to check them, Chris? Like, would it be a human, as far as I know?
A Kuatoa? Sure, yeah, they're humanoid.
All right. With that information, I will, even if it's not quite a Kuatoa, hopefully it is something similar that I'll be able to charm.
I can't spell Kuatoa really, really poorly. Like, even Google doesn't know what I'm trying to do. Ah, there we go.
Vezerin, didn't you say it had teeth?
Huh?
Didn't you say it had like a lot of sharp teeth or no?
Oh yeah, lots of sharp teeth, some spikes on its arms and legs, it seemed.
Hmm.
Looked like it could swallow us in one bite.
Is that still lining up with a Kuatoa, Chris?
Giant one, sure.
All right. Interesting.
What I find interesting is my fantasy grounds doesn't know what a Kuatoa is. I'm not spelling it wrong anymore, and it's not showing up.
Uh-oh.
That is annoying too.
Well, it's okay. I don't actually need the block for it because
Yep.
meta, I know that it's not one. I'm just trying to give myself enough knowledge to know if I can use a charm on it. All right. So I have bad understand. I don't know what the actual command word was, and I've heard it a few times in the party.
Okay.
What is he?
Oh, Exanthier.
He's in theaters,
The door opens.
and I will try to use a charm first thing.
Okay. There he is.
Let's hope this fails.
He doesn't look like a Koto.
Inspiration at this.
That's a lot.
I think I'm gonna throw an inspiration at this.
Okay. He takes a step closer.
Let us pass. We're not gonna fight you. We just room.
That's a lot.
Come again?
Roll a save again.
I'm not Kale, but I'm just saying. I'm walking.
Wow.
That's a lot.
That's salad.
Oh, death salad ain't no fuck around. Fuck around with no death salad.
There it is.
So with what you said, he looks at you and says, "Sure." I mean, it's in your head. It's telepathic, but it's sure. Come on in. And he takes a step back.
Insight.
If you feel the need to roll insight, be my guest. Patrick, make your own decision. Your insight check reveals nothing to you. You're gonna have to wing this one.
I'm just gonna go.
So wouldn't Spike? Oh no, he's already in the room. Never mind.
I'm that confident that there's nothing bad in this room.
Obviously.
If it says X and Xanthar shuts the door.
That's what I was expecting, actually. So what would you like to do? Moss?
What's your next character?
I'm gonna high five this rock.
Oh, okay.
Oh man. I'm making some tea.
You do see the wave, the energy from inside the rock trying to come up to the surface but you get to it before it even invites you, which is a little surprising.
Wow.
And you find yourself standing next to an old tree. But there is a bit of light coming from you're not sure where, and it's casting a shadow. And it's the shadow that becomes more involved in the scene than the tree. As some kind of wind from somewhere blows the tree back and forth, and it has like fallish leaves, attached to it, some of which come off with this wind. The rest of it is this shadow, and it's the shadow that begins to take form and shape. Once it starts to look like a person, like a dark form of some kind, you notice that it brings up like what might be a hood. It looks up. The hood he doesn't take the hood off, but it looks up, and then where the eyes would be are coal like onyx black. The rest of it's a shadow, a grayish, but it's the eyes that really stand out.
I approach the shadow figure.
You wish to see. And its eyes, there's like a ching over the two eyes.
I introduce myself as Moss Wolfblood.
You already know the game.
I've played once or twice.
Look what's happened to you. Add the gift of sight to see things as they really are. Always, 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 always. 80s corny, 80s corny, 80s corny.
This sounds awfully familiar to a power that one of my party members possesses.
I don't care.
Is this by any chance the way to see people's true morals?
to see things the way they really are. Material things. Everything's.
So to see through illusion.
Yes, always.
What do I sacrifice for this?
What is the price of this dark gift?
Yes.
When you learn how things truly are, there's less false hope.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong on that one. But you seem to be doing something. Is there any sort of curse, any sort of affliction that I will get?
You will get the power of true sight. To see things the way they really are and to never be fooled again. To repeat the price, you'll never be fooled again. Sometimes people value their lack of what's to come. And with that, the two black onyx pieces that are his eyes begin to shift and move as if they're not completely attached to the rest of the form.
When I extend my arms, I'm open.
The shadow comes right up to you, and you find yourself standing back in this room. It's a very violent, abrupt boom in your back. You now have the ability of true sight. You can, if you want to look up true sight, I thought I would have it in front of me, but it didn't pop up, which I'm really not happy with that.
If I want to go to the party for a few minutes, I can read up on it.
Yep, no problem. This is what happens to Moss. There you go.
Huh.
And then the Desolate eats you. There's a hit. Yeah, you're dead.
Oh, Jesus. But at least you saw the hit accurately. You saw the truth in the injury.
So you've got a couple of options there. I believe you have the ability to resurrect. I don't know if you need to be resurrecting someone else or you. I could probably go with that. Was that you? You have resurrection, right?
Me? Yes.
Okay, good.
So
as the Desolate approaches you, you realize that it was waiting for you to accept a gift so that it could consume it. That got a little weird. But yeah, we can talk about what Moss can do in a minute. What's everybody else doing? You guys hear?
down the hallway.
There's a crunch. You guys hear a crunch. I don't know if you care. There is another one of those doors. Nothing ever bad comes from those doors. And there's a few other doors. If you guys are walking down the hallway, we can get back to that. The NPCs
while
are
we're
gonna.
walking, I just tell Magnus about in the vision outside of the door with the sunblade, I did see 3 flaming skulls. So to be ready for that.
Ah!
Yeah, about that.
I know.
Yeah, she made it. She is watching in horror, but she's not getting involved. Zezerin, anything I need to know?
Oh, you're going to touch the things, aren't you?
I'm gonna check it out.
I turn around and yell, Exen Xanthar, motherfucker.
Too far.
I know, I don't
Too
do
far
that.
away, yeah.
I was kidding anyway. I, at this point, don't think he did it.
Every door in the joint opens up. That's what I would.
And we just run upstairs.
Nope, at that point, you're not wrong. That's exactly what I do.
All right, so Zezerin, where are you going?
I'm looking at the sarcophagus on the right.
So the other one?
Yeah.
I'm trying my damnedest to get out of here.
I know, right?
It's already been 3 hours, and we're still here. So we're on
For the first time in a while, you feel all of the fire within you go out.
Go out?
Yes, go out.
Like I'm cold?
Yes.
Okay.
And you're standing on an ice glacier in what appears to be nowhere. The only thing in the distance is a large ice. Sorry?
I haven't touched it yet.
Oh, my bad. None of that happened. You're fine. Sure, just go ahead. Pop the cork. Whatever.
Well, like nothing is happening?
You haven't touched
What?
it yet.
If I'm just looking at it?
No, a little black.
Alright, give me 1 second.
Sure. Moss, anything I need to know about you being consumed?
I don't know. Just to clarify though, I don't have to cast True Sight. It's basically like I was touched with the True Sight for that duration.
Yeah, you just have true sight.
Okay. So I'm being attacked right now by the.
No, you're being consumed. You've already died.
Okay.
You have the ability to resurrect yourself. That's all.
I don't even need to be in physical form.
In this form, you would still see most of the room, but it's a grayish room at best. You can see the Death Slot eating you. You can float to another spot if you'd like. Your movement speed is currently 10 feet in whatever direction. You can go through most of the walls, but you see the amber sarcophaguses as amber sarcophaguses, same color, same existence. You can't go through those. You're out. That part's pretty obvious to you. The moment you become a ghost, you realize that's off limits.
Can
But
I enter a vessel?
I can't hear you. What was that?
Can I enter a different vessel?
You've seen Ghost. You got to get good at it. You could try. Stella's right there if you're looking for a host.
Over there seems like a pretty powerful spellcaster.
What's that?
Victor over there seems like a pretty powerful spellcaster.
Who?
Doesn't he?
I don't hear you.
Oh, is it cutting out?
Yeah.
I don't know. The
Yeah.
companion is that a name?
It happened
Okay.
again. Is anybody else catching that?
Yeah,
No,
it is a little bit.
I can turn down my suppressive stuff.
Now it's not cutting out. I hear you.
Hello?
I hear you.
Hello?
I hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna. So, like, could I take Casimir?
You could try. He might not be the low-hanging fruit or the easy pickings. I mean, he's a wizard. It's your call.
Well, maybe I can convince my party to kill him.
Sure. I don't know.
Who knows? We'll wait to see how the party reacts to me being dead.
I think that Stella's staring. She hasn't moved. It's been like 3 rounds. She's just watching the Death Slot eat you. Torn with what to do. Cesarin, what are you up to?
I will now touch the sarcophagus.
Hooray! Blah blah blah. Ice. Blah blah blah. Cold.
Alright.
Blah blah blah. Cylinder in the middle of the ice. There's a cylinder there, and then there's like it looks like it could be a building of some sort. It's way far away, but you're otherwise in this cold, barren area. And that is when Delbon appears, which well, let me see here. Does it give me a clue? Yeah, it does. This one's gonna look like a skeleton, but with a dark blue, not robe, but leather. He's got leather armor on. He has a weapon. He's got these leather boots things going on, but it also has like this dark blue, icy visage behind it as he approaches.
Well, hello there.
No games. I represent the star of cold, icy hate. And I want to come back.
And what is it you do here?
Wait for you.
Me specifically?
Sure, kid.
So what do you have to offer, since you are waiting?
You're a tiefling. You're all about fire. I can smell the sulfur. You don't want what I have. You'd have to give it all up. Nothing but cold. Icy death spells, destroying your enemies and freezing them for all time. I'm not what you're looking for.
Maybe you are what I'm looking for.
Go to the next house down the street.
Accept this cursed gift Go ahead, say yeah. I'll give it to you. But I doubt you're gonna take it.
What would I be giving up? Other than my fire.
I'm not a big fan of repeating myself, kid. Walked right into it. Yeah, the fire, yeah.
What's that building far off in the distance?
We're not really here. It's an image. Sorry.
Everything. Image.
I used to live in something like that. I made it with the same kind of power I'm offering you. But you've already got your fire thing. Send someone else in here. Someone that'll take this gift and bring me back.
Bring you back where?
Every time one of you guys use our abilities, we gain a little bit of recognition. That's power to us. You could have that power. You've already got some of it, I can tell.
Some, but not all.
Enough to
I will accept this gift.
he kind of turns into blue, a dark, deep blue, icy, and it just covers you. Your skin is going to change to even a darker, closer to black, further away from this tint of red that you already had. And yeah, that looks like fun.
So I look like I have frostbite now.
Kinda. How can I share this with you? Boop. But I need you to make a charisma saving throw, and please don't miss it because you've saved Zezerin twice today. I'd hate to see you miss this saving throw. Yeah, that's the one.
You had to say something.
I never doubted it, Tony. I knew you weren't making.
Doom, 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 doom.
I don't even have an inspiration point.
No, we've pretty much eaten them up.
You can't do nothing if they keep trying to kill themselves, bro.
Is the alignment on your character sheet accurate?
Yes.
Then never mind. You have no effect.
Oh.
It's just gonna change your alignment to that.
Oh.
You're good. You're good. You no longer have control of that though. Most mortals can type in whatever they want there. You can't.
I'll just type permanent next to it.
Yeah. What else is going on? Moss, where's your ghost? You have a
I'm gonna go
10-foot
into the
fly
main.
speed.
How much?
You have a 10-foot fly speed, float speed, whatever. You can move yourself around a little bit on the map if you want. Oh, you're gonna use that? I was gonna let you use your token. But you can leave your dead body there and use that. That's fine. So it's been almost a minute, and whether the three of you continued to walk or waited is really up to you, guys that are not Zezerin and Moss.
At this point, I'm just following Magnus.
Magnus, where are we going?
Crazy town.
Possibly heading to
I
the
don't want to meet the mayor. This is just the most ridiculous segment of D&D.
Oh, you're heading for that door.
I just literally, it's Jesus take the wheel at this point.
Gotcha. I'm sorry, Magnus, I missed it. Are you going up the stairs or heading for the door?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. These amber sarcophagi are kind of like a version of a book of many things. It's just.
It's not as bad. Well, I mean, you could not draw from the deck.
But what's the point?
The sword's on the next floor, right?
Yeah.
Yep, that's where I'm going.
All right.
Cautious, looking for these flame skulls he was talking about.
Copy that. where's my other
Bird
map?
out, ready to attack.
The hell time
Blah
is
blah
it?
blah.
Gonna reveal some of the upstairs map as well. I got pins all over the place on this map. There and there. So, are you able to look at the other map?
Well, I think I have it.
I can pop it up if you can't. The good werewolf, because she ate an angel. The Vistani and the cleric are heading up the stairs. 3 10-foot long staircase. 10-foot square landing. Door in front of you at the top of the stairs.
So before going in here, can I do a couple things?
Sure.
On the way up, I'm going to cast the, let me just check the duration. Yep, Armor of Markovia on myself.
Okay.
Should have given me another 5. It should have given me 5 temporary hit points, but it did not.
You have 5 temporary hit points.
Oh, they don't stack?
No, temps will never stack, but though you don't actually have 5 temporary hit points, what you have is 55 health with, or 56 health with 5 temps. So in this, it's important for me to say that your temps didn't stack so much as you only, you see what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Temporary hit points never stack, but 5 of those are not temps. So I'm going to put a 10 there just to keep it simple, or make it more complicated, however you want to look at it.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys have Casimir with you too. Stella's all but given up on the 2 guys downstairs.
Smart girl.
All right.
So, Moss, where are you? Zezerin, what are you up to?
I go to the other sarcophagus because I rolled to see if I care about what's happening to Moss, and I don't apparently.
Okay. You heard the long cinematic when Steve was talking to her. And that's the ability to use scrying to see just about everything.
I accept the gift.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to slow you down. Charisma saving throw. Doesn't really matter.
Still does.
Yeah, Vezerin's all about the power now. He's going to accept every gift pretty much.
Copy that.
Well, then you're gonna have to go face that death slot then.
Maybe.
Get those other magic gifts.
Well, as far as I know, he's charmed, so.
Okay. So Narf was the character.
Narf was the character.
Nerf! Nerf!
Plus 8 to that. That's insane.
Well, Moss, you could jump in Zezerin's body in a few minutes.
Is Charisma like your best saving throw or something?
No, he's failed it horribly. He no longer has control of his character.
I was saying, no, he has a plus 8 though.
Moss,
I
as a
don't know,
ghost,
man.
you could go through the floor if you wanted to, or you could try to catch up with the party the other way, or you could not go to the party at all. It's completely up to you. I just need an idea before I go back to the rest of the group that's still
Can I
alive.
try to kick the death salad's soul out of his body?
Absolutely.
We'll give that a shot. That
You
sounds fun.
bet. He's going to make a charisma saving throw DC. You suck at this, so he's going to make it. He made it.
Well, he also rolled a 21.
Yeah. He needed like a 5. You've never done this before. Like, he's good. If I rolled a natural 1 and it got a 4, I'd have been like, holy shit, you're a dust clot. But yeah, that wasn't going to happen. You find it more challenging than you thought it was. There are you once you try to push into the death slot and bounce back out, you realize that some of the other wisps of air or breaths of something are actually other spirits trying to do other things. They seem stuck or trapped, and actually not really aware that you're there. Like they've just gone completely bonker nuts.
I'm just kind of one of them at this point, or am I different from them?
You see yourself as very different from them. You still see your own form. You still have your ideas. So you perceive yourself as very different from them.
I perceive. Okay.
Yeah. If you're just floating around haunting that spot, I'll move on to the living.
Yep.
I'm gonna give Casimir a potion of healing.
What?
2d4 plus 4. Hey, we're gonna need the hit points. Especially considering we just lost 2 members of our party.
It does seem that way.
Yeah. So he's
Go.
gonna get 9 hit points back.
Yay!
I don't know what that does. All right, good. Green.
There you
Everybody's
go.
green. Green means go. Let's do it, boss. We've lost our 2 friends to Ravenloft. Whether they get out of that lower level or not, they have been claimed by this world.
And I open the door.
You open the door to a hallway.
Top of the stairs.
I am completely against the way that I'm playing this character right now, but I feel as though I kind of need to.
It's your game, it's your character. Make sure you have fun. That's all that really matters.
Yes, well, no, I have fun following the story as to how it plays out, as opposed to I'm just going to do this because I feel like it.
Yeah.
But no, the Ravenloft is insane. It makes sense that half of our party's been claimed by it.
10-foot long, 10-foot high hallway. Door at the other end.
I was really looking forward to being a lich someday.
You still could
I
be.
normally my skill set, but I'll give an investigation, look for traps. And
There are no traps.
Okay,
But on the other end of that door, there are flame skulls. You have been warned.
I have been warned.
So, what's going on, Barb? Oh shit! It's 1 o'clock.
The whole day's flying by because I didn't wake up till.
I got this pretty young thing telling me that I should be getting out this computer soon.
Well, you're gonna be.
I usually listen to this pretty young thing. I'm just saying. It's all right. Half of these guys are dead anyways.
Some new glasses, baby.
You don't like my glasses? Half these guys are dead anyways, Barb. Don't worry about it.
Half of them are dead.
Yeah.
You killing PCs?
I ain't kill him. I got witnesses. It was not me.
It was suicide.
People are playing in character.
On the path to power. And death.
That was a pretty short path, huh?
I do see the flame skulls. I'll be happy to roll initiative.
Well, I guess the best thing to do is run in and charge.
Where are you?
Gabriel, initiative 0.
Yeah, it's about as good as one of Anders' zombies.
Like at this point, you can't even believe he opened the door. Like what the hell? Sometimes I wonder if I did something wrong as a DM.
Nah.
I don't think the Deathlord's done eating moss yet, so we'll leave him out of it. The flame skulls are... Oh, Magnus, did you want to go first? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I rolled 21. I was hoping I could.
You're not the only one that rolled 21.
Oh,
But-
I did not roll this time around yet.
Good. Well, we're going to say, I mean, you beat the flame skulls. As you enter the room, you realize the flame skulls are looking out into the main hallway and floating in their little spots with the arrow slits. So you see that. You can interrupt them, but they don't turn to face you as you enter the area. The walls of this 20-foot wide, 7-foot long, arched corridor are sheathed in amber, which you already knew, but this is supposed to be one of the first areas you're in. I don't know why. Let's see, the southern half of the hall is scorched by fire, though, and there is a charred corpse that lies by the floor at the southern end of the hallway.
Man.
Several amber doors lead from this hallway to different areas, and then you see the 3 arrow slits with the floating skulls, surrounded by green flame. The point of all that is there is a body down here.
Just that up here too.
Well, if our druid were to come up here, there'd be a body.
Say, Moss, you heard that from beyond the grave. The thing that comes through clear, you hear Magnus say there's a dead body up here too. Just saying. You are very close to that flaming skull, but it seems to be paying more attention to the main hallway.
Hey, I don't like being ignored.
Then beat the crap out of it.
I definitely do not enjoy it.
And we'll do one round of this, and then I'm gonna have to call it.
All right.
26.
And that was without the look.
9 points of all sorts of crap. Natural 20.
Nice.
Gabriel looks at him like, oh yeah, the look.
Yeah, here's a little demonstration of what might have happened with the flame skulls had you not locked half your party in a closet.
I don't know what you're talking about.
First point. I'm gonna try my best to shove that skull through that narrow slit.
With that natural 20, you succeed.
In one attack, it's red. I'm just saying.
That natural 20 hit. As you hit it, it pushed it right through the arrow slit is a little wider now, but the skull's through it. There's a flame skull hole in an otherwise 10-foot tall arrow slit.
Nice.
It pushed out. It takes some damage hitting out there too. Enough to make it turn to powder on the other side.
Nice.
However, without pouring holy water on them or some other type of consecration, they'll be back in an hour.
Did they invent the squirt bottle yet? No. You buy.
Yes, dispel magic, remove curse, or holy water are the top 3. Otherwise, so that's your turn, and it doesn't get a turn. And this one, which one is this one? Okay, that's a fireball. That's about right.
Did you say fucking fireball?
What's that?
Did you say fucking fireball?
Fireball. They like fireball.
You don't know this, but if you sit inside a plastic bag like that, you're gonna suffocate yourself.
Nobody's casting counterspell this time. Boop.
None of us have.
Boop. Boop.
Natural 20 save.
You guys can destroy the orange bag. It has poison already.
You can go, Megan. Plus a 4 on a 4. That's all butter.
Are we focusing on Zezeran right now? Now that you're an ice monster?
Could, but I'm not technically in combat.
What would you like to do?
I'm checking in the room.
With this room,
Yeah.
the Desolate is almost done eating moss.
I think to myself, wasn't he charmed? Did Moss get him to eat him? And then I'm going to use my new gift. How do I do this? Because it's a level 5 spell and I can't cast those yet.
Sure you can.
All right, sure I can.
Dark gifts are amazing. Let me go get it for you. Oh, you already did. You went and grabbed it.
He's going to make a save.
Yep. Yeah, he makes that.
Needs. Here is damage. And now I'm fighting a death salad.
So, Moss, have you had a chance to get out of that room?
Not really now. I'm still here.
Okay. Just checking.
I use
was
my
that?
10 foot of movement to move
Might
it
be pretty
What
cool.
close the door.
What was that save? Was it a deck save?
That's a
Charisma.
charisma save DC 11.
Okay. Zezerin, that was a what?
Charisma save DC 11. I don't know why it's an 11.
For Cone of Cold?
Yeah, I don't know why it's an 11.
It's not an 11.
Well, yeah,
Cone of Cold
charisma is
No,
or
Cone
no.
of Cold is Constitution.
Actually, yeah, it was Constitution. I changed it to Charisma because that's my spellcasting modifier that I use. But I now realize because it's a save, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, you changed the wrong piece, but I'm on top of it. And yours is a 16, and it's a dark gift, so we're just gonna that. There we go. What was the damage on that?
29 it says.
Sorry?
29 it says.
All right, where's the Desolate? We'll go to 29.
Which he only took 7.
Right. And where did you aim that Cone of Cold?
Right on him. Oh, just directly in the doorway towards him.
Boss, do you want to take that damage or not? Let me know.
Sure.
Okay.
And I used it once, so I get 6 more of them.
You do see the ghost of Moss in the room. It's over here.
Oh, hey, Moss.
You can't hear him, but you can see him.
Glad you could.
Moss. Moss, you can't hear him, but you can see him.
Oh, he used wild shape to turn into a ghost. I gotcha.
Makes sense.
Smart.
Ghost of Moss. Do you want to do anything?
I'm just gonna keep moving towards the party.
Wait, where are you going?
Okay. Ten feet per round. Don't go too far. So you learn how to move. Magical code damage still hurts, or at least does damage. Thought you should know. And where does that put us?
Stella.
Yeah, Stella's got a turn before we call this. I keep losing the maps. No, it's behind. It's underneath it. That's why. Oh, fireball went off. Get rid of that. Remove pointer. Yeah, we hate those. Claw. Natural 1. Big swing miss, hits the wall, turns back around. Goes to elbow it, misses it horribly again. Natural 2. Uses second wind. Claws again. There we go. That's more like it. Flame Skull takes some damage. And does a final, just grabs the damn thing. That's a hit. And that's 9. Where the hell's Casimir? Oh, he's way over here. He still has a firebolt. Because that's what you want to do to a flame skull. That's a miss. Gabriel, you do have a turn. Which might have come sooner if you had rolled initiative.
Yeah.
You rolled a 0. That's right. I was like, why doesn't it show an initiative? Oh, that's right. You rolled a 0.
I'm going to enter the room, and I'm going to throw a guiding bolt at Flame Skull 1.
Never. You beast. You fiend. Why would you do that to such a skull? You don't know who that was. You also see a dead body at the end of the southern end of the hallway. 23 on a guiding bolt. Now I gotta remember until next week that guiding bolt's on that thing. 15.
I can
Work,
put the
work, work.
There
Yeah,
you go.
put the effect on it, please.
Yep, it's there. Can I then go back into the hallway and close the door?
Can you go back into the hallway? Yes. Close the door? I guess. I mean, sure.
There's no other fireballs coming in. I'm not like these guys who can just evade it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What are you talking about? This is like my 420 today.
No, I know. But remember, Zazarek killed me with one of those.
The Deathslot seems very content with eating moss for the moment, but I think that door is still open. Zezarin, do you close that door or do you leave it open?
Oh no, there's sarcophagus in there.
That's all right. That's what I thought. So that's where we'll call it.
Okay.
Yeah, good job, people. Woo! We entertained ourselves. That was the goal, right?
Too much.
Oh my God.
Anybody who's dead or almost dead, Patrick or Tony, if you guys want to start working on new characters, that's fine. If you want to save your characters, we can talk.
I'm attempting my best to save my character, but simultaneously he's going after things.
Okay, then.
And he has tasks in mind.
You bet. Not a problem.
When Moss jumps into the dead body, does he jump in and take over as Moss, or does he now have the abilities of whatever that body was?
I plan on using the rules of possession for a ghost if he is able to do it. But at the moment, anything he tries to do it to has like a DC or 5 or 6 because he's just getting started. So I doubt he's going to succeed for a while. Once you get it down, I'll use the rule mechanics as a ghost, which possession allows him to. He has his. Don't quote me on it. Intelligence, wisdom, charisma, but not strength, dexterity, constitution. Usually something like that. There might be some.
So similar to like wild shape almost.
Mm-hmm. Any
That's what I was kind of hoping for, was almost to kind of keep Moss's soul and personality in just kind of a new vessel.
Any dark gifts you've gathered at this point, you still have, because those don't require any kind of they're stuck. You're stuck with those.
Those are attached to you.
And the flaws that come with them, those are still yours. Everything else you were able to do or could have done or whatever is gone.
Yeah, I have
that plays out exactly as well as I could hope it does.
So he doesn't have a class anymore? He's
a ghost.
Wow.
He's gotta go. So far he is. Can I share this? Not easily. There you go. Ghost. Undead creature. Any alignment.
I didn't get that if you shared something.
Oh, sorry. I shared it. I shared it too. So far with just one, because. Boop. There you go. I'll be using that as a template until the story finishes. The story is going to progress, I'm sure. So there you go.
I've never had a character not killed by his own party yet. This is interesting.
I was never given enough rope to hang myself with. Usually they just whip me with it until I die.
We did that executive decision, Magnus and I, to let nature take its course with
You're damn right. Even Stella was like, "Fuck this shit, I'm out."
Yeah, we were just like, "What? If we're in the room, we'll kill the stuff also, but we're not going out of our way anymore."
I opened another door. I run into the room. I close the door. Okay.
But the big part was I survive it. I run out terrified. The next person goes in.
That's why I kept walking. That's why I kept walking.
I know.
Last week, this group went in and out of a room with a statue that would make them kneel indefinitely 4 times.
You're not wrong.
Well, I only went in there to pull people out.
I went in there because I wanted answers.
I know everybody did.
I went in there because I knew that my saving throw would most likely get me out, except for the one
I'm
time when
not
it didn't the
penciling
first
my
time.
soul out till there's nothing left.
Eat it over and over
No,
again.
I had to go in because that was the only way to proceed forward.
That's great.
This is the only group I have that only has 4 players, and I honestly have had a couple people at this point ask, "Do you have a group open? Can I get in?" And I'm like, "No, because I'm not putting anybody else in this group.
Oh man.
Hell
That's
no.
so-
This
that's
is
so
not. It wouldn't be fair."
that's so hurtful.
No, just because you guys have such a unique dynamic, I wouldn't want to goof it up. Was the original reason.
No,
Now
like
I don't know
when they're
what to
thinking about
say.
getting into D&D, this is not what they're expecting.
Yeah, it's just level 9 in the Amber Temple. I can't really introduce you to D&D that way.
I will
You're
say
walking. Sorry.
Magnus will enjoy my next character.
Oh dear.
No, in a good way.
Okay.
So if you want to seal the deal and start the new character next week, that's fine. If we're still working on this next week, that's fine too.
Fine. Yeah.
But we're Merry Christmasing the Straw Hat group. I probably see most of you guys. I think Patrick's the only one I won't be seeing throughout the week.
Mhm.
Because if you have anything I must, but Discord I'm definitely looking at daily at this point because I get messages all the time. But if you hit me up on Facebook too, that should be fine.
All right.
And yeah, I think everybody else tomorrow. Steve, are you running tomorrow?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We got some stuff happening. The baptism's about to happen.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
gonna throw this whole world into another state of existence. Warlocks coming up with surprises up their sleeve. It's gonna be an interesting.
I need to pick up some like arrows and a bow from these drow when they dropped it, or my character needs some kind of a shuriken thing, like some kind of a ranged something eventually. Other than that, I'm loving my dude. And actually, I was even thinking I could go with that flaw and not have that range and just continually have to move up. That's fine too.
I thought it was amazing actually.
I very quickly started to think of him as
came up with was so cool.
it's like, okay, so if they're above me, I can't see them. So if I go above them, what happens? There we go. That's what we want.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
With no fear, he just ran up. All right, that was a good time. All right,
Yeah.
I'll see most of you tomorrow.
All right, take care.
Merry Christmas, Pat. Tell Dad you're said happy birthday. Put that
Yes.
in order that makes sense.
Yes.
Go ahead.
All right, and Butler, bring your Jesus pants tomorrow.
Oh, dude.
True.
Bye.
Thanks again.
There's only one way.
This was great.
They're all dead. You hear me? You hear me recording? They're all dead.